Hello, everybody, and welcome to the party. My name is Kevin. I will be your DM for the evening. We are running through the crazy, weird world of rifts.
Ooh.
So, real quick, just a quick shout out to our sponsors. Thank you to our wonderful sponsors, ruinc.com, who does the Mistress of Maps, amazing work. Tabletoploot.com and sonerdware.com, as well as roll20.com, who we use for quite a few things on this channel. All right, so we're gonna go around and introduce our players. Sorry, I just looked at the overlay. All right, so no, but it's funny. I don't like because I don't like it. That's why it's funny to me. Yeah. All right, so starting with Jovra.
I'm getting ready to look at it.
Hi, I'm Michelle. I'm playing Jovra, an Atlantean artifact hunter, and she has a best friend, a familiar named Zarsig, a little blue dragon.
All right.
Oh, that squeak sounded like Larsic saying hello.
All right, Iola.
Hi, I'm Kate. I play Iola. She's a half fairy who does magic and steals things
That she does.
and hugs people.
And has a bird now.
Oh, I have a bird now. That's right.
Tweet, tweet.
Tweet, tweet.
Mother
Tweet indeed.
lovers.
Twiddly diddly dee.
All right, hello.
Hello. My name is I always keep saying that girl. Anyway, my name is Maxine Bachman, and I will be playing Hello, the Sci-Tech Ecto Traveler. Why is this every week a tongue twister? It's like I'm playing the Sci-Tech Ecto Traveler today. Hello.
Right, and Harkins.
Hi, my name is Sean, also known as Throck Plays, and I will be playing Harkins tonight. Harkins is a Slinger / APOC who has a great robot horse named Dahlia and a little shark puppy named Wild Bill.
This is true.
I just
He's
wanted to
adorable.
sound like that.
I mean,
Thank you
Hello
for
doesn't
that.
have a pet, but technically, Hello's
I mean-
car is the pet? I don't know.
Yeah, I have friends. I don't have pets. I have friends.
Gotcha. And
Yes.
tonight we are without Jericho Jack, played by Evan Jennings,
But that
Who
picture will
is-
suffice.
who will
For
be
him.
rejoining us shortly.
He's got a tire
Or
on his shoulder just in
Another
case,
day.
over his MDC armor, because that tire is clearly going to protect him more than the MDC armor does.
It's an enchanted tire.
Okay, just checking.
Oh.
It's not. It's a
Okay.
ridiculous picture.
It is a ridiculous picture. The more I look at it, the more ridiculous it gets.
See? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So to recap, the group traveled to the dinosaur swamp looking for answers to Hello's past, which they found quite a few of in Hello's former lab. It is believed that Hello, or at least a person connected to Hello, was creating or instrumental in trying to create a system for Glitter Boys to be piloted remotely. This was before the apocalypse hit. Also, Iola then led the group to Char, looking for information from someone from her past, a thief named Riley, who had taught Iola everything they knew about crime. And they had a disagreement over the war in Tolkien, in which Iola left, but Riley had not. Also, Jack encountered remnants of his past, and it came to light that he used to be part of the Coalition. Even more previously, it had been found out that Harkins was in fact had been a person before he was Harkins, and that person was from a place called Wormwood, which is a terrible dimension full of demons, in which he was working with the demons until he discovered a better way to live.
Like you do.
Like you do. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
vengeance. Yeah, until you found out about vengeance.
Sweet, sweet vengeance.
Anti-demon
Yes.
vengeance.
Yeah.
And Jovra had been having some correspondence with her family, and had a couple of instances of had a couple of run-ins with vampires and other things related to being an Atlantean. So, the group had just kind of moved past the attacking the city of Char. Is there anything else you all need to do there? You got the information you were looking for that Riley had sold someone a bit of robot stuff with the Nima logo on it and was probably headed down south.
I have nothing else to do here.
I got a crap ton load of gorp.
Oh, yes.
We have all the gorp.
Metric ton of gorp.
So much gorp.
Excuse me, would you like a side of gorp with your gorp?
That's what I have written on my. That's the last thing I wrote down in my notes, guys. Gorp.
It was a lot. It was that much gorp.
So much gorp.
I have no more business here.
All right. So you leave town. It's a rough town. It's a bad place. And you leave the gang war behind you, not volunteering to get involved in it, basically. Yeah. So you're traveling through the South Carolina woods. Or you're traveling through the South Carolina, which is now known as the Steel Forest, or Steel Tree Forest. Steel trees are enormously large, and they have hanging roots, I believe, or what is it? Air roots? I forget.
So like mangrove roots where they're up above the tree?
Yeah, where they're aerial.
Oh, wait, they're in
Aerial.
the air?
The aerial roots of the steel tree.
Oh.
I think they can go up to like 15 feet high, but they also connect to the ground.
Oh, yeah, so they're like mangrove roots where they start higher up but go down into the...
Yeah. So it makes
That's
traveling very slow. You still have your guide, Merlin,
Merlin.
with his back. And you're moving, even though you're capable of moving quite quickly, it's slow going simply because of the terrain, as well as the constant lookout for dangers. You are all very alert towards dinosaurs. You're all very alert towards basically anything that could be construed as a large force, which you haven't seen a group of anything. Like, you've seen some barbarian groups, but you haven't seen anything which, could be too threatening outside of the occasional massive dinosaur hiding on a ley line that you managed to avoid.
Dinosaur!
So
No more pets.
I'm gonna go ahead and say, Max, that Hello has pulled a second practical joke and has gone ahead and disabled Jack's comms without telling him, and we'll see if he notices.
Yes.
Am I still on the bike with him? I could play with this that we don't talk. It's fine, but I just want to know because I
It's-
usually would be.
Yeah, he'll have some opinions, but like he's not gonna
Mm.
give you too much. I
Okay.
mean,
That's fine.
I'm not gonna try to voice his character for him. All right. So as you're traveling south, it's slow going. The way is rough. You pass through ley lines occasionally. This place is pretty thick with mystic energies in certain points.
Oh.
You do know that if you go a little more to the west and a little deeper into the Tennessee type area, you start getting into dimensional shift territory, which isn't always terrible, but is probably never fun.
Wait, we're in South Carolina?
Yeah,
How?
Sorry.
Wouldn't we have to go north to go into Tennessee from South Carolina?
you'd have to go southwest. Let
Oh,
me
no.
let me look at a map.
Yeah, no, sir. The entire
Boldly go where no one
the
dares.
entire western border of South Carolina is Georgia.
Maps. Savior of the universe. All right. Okay, there's Tennessee. Yeah, you're right.
I'm just
So
wondering.
basically,
yeah.
no, you wouldn't have to go to Tennessee at all.
Okay.
Moving from Char, which I believe is the
Charlotte.
Charlotte. You're headed down toward Atlanta. There used to be a highway. Parts of it still exist. So as you travel along this route, it is never clear. The highway extends. The bits of highway that still exist, every now and then there'll be like a solid mile of it,
Yeah.
is about like 100 feet off the ground, built over what you can see are ruins of buildings and whatnot, all along. Every now and then you'll find a mile or two of it that still like exists, but is mostly rubble. And every now and then you see like the hulls of ruined vehicles, and you see occasionally encampments up there
Are people living on the raised?
on top of the
Yeah.
Now,
But nobody seems to be interfering with us as we move along.
no. You do hit a patch where it's clear that there is just a massive, what looks like wildfire up ahead. And it's going to force you a little more south.
Are we able to fly over it?
It's an active fire, and not everyone has hover. Like, your hover capabilities can go about 200 feet off the ground,
Yeah.
but it's going to be, you know,
Or is it just
Flying
that
over it.
bad where it's like this?
it's a massive fire, and those of you with magic can tell that there's some magical element to it. Every now and then, one of you looking at it thinks you see the smoke turn into a face.
Fun.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we shouldn't go that way then. Yeah.
So you head a little further south, just not terribly off your way. It will add a tiny bit to the journey, but you do catch on your radar a little bit of activity, because your radar is enormous, I believe. I forget the range on your radar. What is it, like? In at least 20 miles, right? Or is it 2 miles?
It's got to be more than 2 miles.
Yeah. So I think it's at least, it might be like 100 miles. Now, the steel trees and whatnot do interfere quite a bit with the radar, but as you move out of them, you start to notice something around what look to be the ruins. If you were to map it, might be a place called Chester.
Well, we do need to be mapping along the way here, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Every now and then you take a shot of the night sky when you can, and it helps pinpoint where you are, and then you can attach video recording to it, whatnot. As you kind of near the outskirts, Iola, you get a weird feeling in your gut of someone in distress. It's
Fair.
not a message. It's not a someone.
Oh, it's just like a
It's a bad feeling.
everyone.
Yeah.
I think there's someone who needs help in there.
In the fire?
No, this is
Oh.
south of the fire.
In the town, right? The
Yeah,
town
Chester.
Oh, the Chester town that we were mapping. Yeah, okay.
I am sure there has not been a town that we have been in recently that does not have someone in distress.
This is like a ruins though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to go do this then. If, like, when you say in trouble,
You can. All right. So you can hear starting up from the ruins the sound of a spell, a large fire, or a large thunderclap. A magical thunderclap happens in part of the ruins, and then you can hear what seems to be some kind of muffled railgun fire and women's voices
Huh.
yelling.
I see what you are meaning.
And
That way.
as the explosions start happening, you start catching more and more on your radar. About a mile south of you, there is some large force of maybe 10 large objects is attacking a building.
And what do they look like, these large objects?
You can't tell from the radar, you can just tell they
Okay.
exist.
Oh, okay.
You don't have a clear view of them because there's some of the ruins are a little higher.
Okay.
Can we tell if there's a way for us to perhaps circle around and come in a way that maybe from behind or from the side to surprise them?
Absolutely. So, are you going to? Yes. Give me a prowl.
Yeah, I'll prowl.
Yeah, everyone, give me a prowl.
Do 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 do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a ghost that stalks in the night.
We have a lot of rerolls still, don't we?
We have a
You got a
ton of
ton.
rerolls. We
I
have
haven't been making you roll a lot,
5.
so hopefully that'll
Okay,
change.
well, since all of you succeeded, can I reroll?
You don't need to.
No.
It's,
Oh, I don't need to.
We're using group stealth rules where
Oh, okay.
that's the tab I need. All right. So the group did. All right.
I got a success.
Jovra and Zarsik got a success as well.
So as you move forward, Jack on the bike, Jack on the bike is making more noise than intended. And as you come around you're coming in for a view, right? You were trying to get a peek at him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
this
right.
is sneaky times.
So you see these massive beasts first. They are 10 feet tall, snarling, mechanical looking, partially mechanical, partially fleshy, just like wolf mounts. And they are firing into the building. And on the back of each of these wolf mounts is a woman. Covered in metal armor with a kind of like metal horn headdress.
Are these the people we were warned about, like, what feels like ages ago at this point?
These are the Shimerians. They have long weapons. Their guns are more like lances, except seem to fire extremely powerful rounds as they fire into this building.
Interesting.
They
They're firing at.
there's about there's about 3 of them, and you see there's about 3 of them on this side, and you see a giant fireball and just a magic barrage of just an enormous barrage of magic just wipes out one of them. Coming from the building, it's just a number of suddenly created magic missiles that just hit and tear this woman just to shreds.
I'm trying to figure out who's actually in trouble here.
Yeah, me too.
Now, you can tell there's definitely some of the radar blips you were getting before have started to fade as they stopped being, as this fight has gone on for a little bit.
Question.
5 different ones.
Can I also can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Yes,
when you're
can
when
hear
you
you
lean
better.
in like that, we can hear you better.
So if I talk like this, then is it okay?
Yes, better.
Because if not, I'll have to just pull my whole setup forward. Because leaning forward is hard to do with this setup. Is it possible? I probably can because I have this spell thingy. Can I do clairvoyance to kind of go through a little bit and get more? I don't know if this is a possibility with clairvoyance, but kind of get like a bird's eye view of both sides, just a little bit to see like what both sides are after, I guess.
All right. Clairvoyance has a percentile. So if
Yeah.
you look at the power, there should be a percentile listed.
Base skill 58% plus 2 to level.
So roll a d100 and get under 68, and you'll get something.
Okay.
3. All right, so you get an extremely detailed view as your mind's eye races just clear past the beings outside the building. You don't seem to catch any special notice to them, as your mind races clear past them and then starts focusing on the building. Inside the building, you see a bunch of snarling, you see about 15 on the first floor, snarling humanoids with 3 tiny eyeballs in the center of their heads. They're wearing metal armor with just tiny like spikes all along it. They are hissing in a language that is that you've never heard. And next to them is another, and they are firing energy weapons and high-tech weaponry. Next to them is a humanoid insectoid looking thing, and just insectoid armor, just black plate with a black like Darth Vader cape, and a hawk. It looks like a hawk person that is bunkered down.
I really don't know who the bad guys are here. One side is
And
riding
then-
giant cybernetic wolves and has lances.
Streaming past them, you go into the basement of this building, which has a number of cages. Inside these cages, you see a couple of wolfmen, what look to be bigger than dog boys. One, and then some that look to be more coyote than dog boy. And then you see concentrating extremely hard in this cage, which has runes all around it. You can barely see into it, but you're able to move your mind's eye in such a way to get a quick glimpse of a 4-foot tall being in what looks to be some kind of like leaf plate mail with purple butterfly wings on their back. Their skin is kind of like a bluish green. And it seems to be kind of praying, but you can't really get a feel on it.
Okay. I would let the group know that I was going to do a more in-depth search, and then as I was looking, I would be describing what I saw to them.
One other thing you see coming up from out of that basement is what looks to be a 10-foot tall robot, which is also a shark with arms and legs holding laser guns.
I look down at my shark. I look up at that shark.
And you know that
You gonna grow up to be that, buddy boy?
that shark thing has hatred and murder in its mind.
Why?
We
I
should
don't
be
know who the
very
bad guy is.
happy. Our shark.
Oh, I do.
Why?
Because there's a group right here that's keeping hostages in cages.
How do you know they're hostages?
Because
How do you know
they're
they
in
didn't do something
cages.
horrible? Yeah? When we arrest people for breaking laws, we put them in cages. Where I'm from.
Would you like me to go find out?
It seems like they're in the middle of a firefight. I feel like, as much as I want to help whoever is in trouble here, I'm really not sure which side that is.
And I do not know much about sharks, but if Wild Bill has anything to do with it, I'm sure this larger shark has a good sense of smell. I'm sure that your invisibility will be null and void around him.
Oh, I'm
asked
sorry.
Merlin, you said the Sumerians were, I don't know, normally decent?
I mean, they're normally kind of standoffish,
Why would they be
but
attacking a building?
they hate. There's certain things they don't put up with.
Like what?
Slavers. They have a real hankering for killing Splugorth, and they have a real dislike for anyone who defiles like too much of the area.
So
Like
let me ask-
logging, they don't seem to mind, but if you're like clear cutting, they will come down on you.
What are the cages made out of?
The cages were made out of what looks to be some kind of weird steel you've never seen before.
Okay.
That it's hard because you're getting this like third hand.
So let me ask you something, Merlin.
Yeah.
Given the description that Hello just gave us, slavers, you think?
Probably. Cages.
Yeah, but do y'all not have jails? Is that not a thing?
They're not cages, they're jails where people aren't kept in cages.
Also, you don't keep people in jails in this kind of. There's not a lot of the way in constructed prisons out here.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not from here.
There's tend to be 1 or 2 punishments for things.
Death or...
Death.
Exile.
Oh, all right. Well, if y'all think they're slavers, I'm totally willing to go in and find out.
Breaking out of the top of the building is an even large 18-foot tall, looks like to be a great white shark covered in metal holding 2 laser guns in 4 hands with spider legs coming off the back end of it.
I
It
want to kill
unleashes
it.
a barrage of laser fire and missiles, taking out one of the other Shimerian warriors. There's down to about 5 Shimerian warriors. At
I
this
have
point.
an idea.
Yes.
I can pass unseen. What if I get down to the basement, let out the people in the cages, and we get them to help? Then it's not quite so unbalanced.
Is that our goal in this mission? To let them out. I personally only see one who may need let out. The others I am unsure of.
All
I
right.
can find out. I'll ask.
I'm primarily aware that they are indeed slaves,
Yeah.
or are going to go become slaves. If that is the case, I will gladly murder every single person in that building.
Thinking we could get help.
All right. So what are you gonna do?
But I'm not making that decision by myself because that gets us in trouble.
It does every single time. Why don't we do this? If those ladies are supposed to be relatively nice most of the time, if we can go up to them and probably just ask, kind of like, are those slavers? And if they say yes, and we all believe them, that's all we need to know. I just don't want to go half-cocked into a situation that we don't understand with a bunch of people who look funny, but we know a lot of people who look funny who are real nice.
Fair.
That's all I'm saying. Just because somebody looks like an insect does not make them evil. You know what I'm saying?
That is correct.
Mhm.
All right. I'm happy to go up there myself. I am not worried about getting shot.
I can go
Okay.
with you.
I'd
I
like
mean-
to stay unseen in case I need to sneak in.
All right.
All right. So you turn invisible.
I'm staying on the boat, ship, car. My friend, Big Fly.
You're staying on the McFly. All right. As you all move forward, you start to approach kind of the back of one of the Shimerians, who rears her mount around, and it does a big like pause in the
I do
air,
one of
yell,
these.
and
Yeah.
lands. She goes, "What do you?" She says, "Be gone from this place."
Seems like you've got a bit of a problem. Them slavers over there.
We will deal with them. There was
We-
more than we thought when we attacked.
We can
Um,
offer aid.
I just need to know, are they or are they not slavers?
They are Horun.
I don't know what that means. You're not helping me here.
Anyone with lore, demon monster?
I think I actually do have Lord
DBs.
Demon Monsters.
By the way, in
I'm there
everybody's
too.
headset, really low, just like
Aw.
background music, I'm playing Why
61.
Can't We Be Friends?
Yes.
Just to let you know.
I'm
I
muted.
got a success.
All right. So Horun are pirates and slavers. They tend to create ships made of dreams, and are closely tied into things like the Splugorth of Atlantis, for whom they will come ashore, gather people, and then sell them in Atlantis.
Yeah,
Interesting.
they're slavers and they sell them to the Splugorth. So yeah, let's fuck them up.
I put
And
on
I'll
my
say this
mask and immediately
in the
charge at the
thing.
largest one.
Okay, so they're inside the building. The largest thing that you can see is an 18-foot tall shark drone. That looks like, let's see, that.
Oh my god, I go and
That
try and
is
kill it
so
as fast as
fucking
humanly
cool.
possible.
Oh my god, yeah.
All right.
It's like a lobster, crab, shark, man.
Lobster, crab,
Cro-
shark.
Sharkster, lob, crab, crabster, crarkster,
Uh,
sharpster, sharpster,
crabster.
sharpster.
Sharpster. Okay, there you
we
go.
Sharpster.
all right, so go ahead and roll me some initiatives, people.
You better believe it.
Let me set up the initiative tracker.
I need to click on my thingy. Please remember to click on
Yeah,
your thingy
Keenan,
before
not
rolling
forget
initiative. Gilsum, thank you for the follow.
Why do I always roll such crap?
I don't know.
Seriously, that's
I'll make
so
up
bad.
for it though.
I'm not worried about it. It's just why.
I'll roll a natural 20.
Jesus.
Okay.
Or Starsig.
I love this character
Sean,
so
you
much.
have 30 more than me. I have 4.3 and you have 34.3.
That is correct.
That's hilarious.
Where's my therapist?
Oh, 17. That's not bad for Jovra.
Rolling initiative.
Okay.
This
Like, it's
character
like
is the best character I've played
So,
in Rifts.
The the Shamarians are firing with what are clearly railguns from next to them, except they're not extremely loud. They're kind of quiet, to be honest.
I think I did it right.
All of them are carrying what look to be wicked metal blades, and their weaponry seems to have kind of an insect kind of chitinous metal on it, but it's still recognizable as weaponry.
All right.
All right, as you come tearing
gonna sit
ass
here.
towards the giant, on the third floor of this thing, busting through what would be higher floors, is the Horoon landshark drone,
Sharkdo crab.
which you watch as it opens its mouth and laser beams come firing out of it at one of the Shamarians.
Yes. All right.
All right, and so what are you doing?
I would like to fly up on top of it, jump off my horse, and land on it while firing. That is what I
Okay.
would like to do. Is that too much to
Certainly not.
ask? I'm going full
Wait.
APOC on this. Let's go.
Okay, so give me a piloting check for your horse using whatever you'd like,
Why?
because you're tearing
Shut up.
ass across open ground.
No,
and
I
then
know you're
jumping
right. I'm just
clear
giving you
off of it.
shit. Yeah. Horsemanship cowboy. I'm a
Work.
cat. What? Can I please use a reroll team? Does anybody care?
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank
yes,
you.
This,
Dan,
we,
we don't care. Go ahead.
this should be super cool.
Yeah. Really cool, man. Yeah, 97. Come on. Hey, there we go. Okay.
A 5, much better. All right, so as Delilah or
Dahlia.
Dahlia?
Dahlia. However you like.
Dahlia, you come tearing ass on Dahlia, moving full speed in a galloping charge. One of the Shamarian goes, "Foolish human, wait!" As Dahlia then just ramps up the side of the building and keeps going as you effortlessly drop off, and go firing at the enormous metal land shark, attempting to land on it. So go ahead and make those attacks.
Oh yeah. So this will be two. This will be one first attack. No modifiers, I would imagine, right?
You
I got
are a
it.
gunslinger, so you'll get half modifier.
Okay, so that is a 17.
That's gonna hit it. And the other one?
That is a 21.
Both will definitely hit it. It doesn't have the ability to.
Oh no.
Well, it doesn't have the ability to parry your lasers well enough. And it's certainly not trying to dodge you. It's
Well-
18 feet tall and does not care about you.
That is 85 points of damage.
All right, right on its back, you deal 85 damage into it, making a massive dent in its incredibly thick armor. You see a little bit of reddish blood peek through one of the cracks that you've made.
Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry, Wild Bill, if this is your cousin. I'm killing it anyway.
All right.
That's me.
Okay. Other. So one of the men, or the humanoid in a black plated, like insectoid armor pops up on one of the windows, casts a spell, and throws it at one of the monster riders, the Shamarian monster riders, and it completely just entangles the giant war beast that one of the Shamarians is riding. Let me show you all a picture
Yes.
of the Shamarians.
I want to see it.
I put this in here the other day. We put it right in the middle, so it's nice and big.
Honest to God, my favorite part of Rifts is fighting big, weird-ass things.
This
Oh,
is your
so good.
ally.
Yeah. That's the shit.
Wait, where is it? I missed it. Is it
I
in
put it
Discord?
right in the middle of the Roll20. I'll throw it in a handout too.
Oh, yeah, these guys are awesome. Oh, my God, these guys are so cool. Yeah, can you put that in Discord, and I will show it on the screen as
Let
well?
me just grab it real quick.
Because they're so
Wow.
cool, guys. Shamarians are so cool.
They're badass.
I like her to leafy crown. It's like Disney princess thing going on there.
Some of those are antennae.
Well,
Some
that
of them are
changes things.
proboscis.
That changes
No,
things.
they're not proboscis.
I
But they
know,
seem to be.
I just wanted to say
different.
proboscis.
There we go. Drag
Probisci?
upload. Boom.
Proboscio. Open link.
Probisquid.
Like you do.
So,
images.
it just completely entangles it. The Shimerian curses very loud in American and hops off her mount,
Damn it.
hiding behind it, using it for cover
Gee whiz.
as she
Shucks.
fires her railgun.
Golly gee!
Nearly taking the guy moves just in time. He moves extremely fast. The insectoid being moves just in time to
hello,
avoid
cusses.
taking the blow from return fire on that railgun. On the other side of the building, you hear other explosions, and you see one of the War Mount's riders get taken out by a bolt of lightning, and the War Mount then just charges the building and starts climbing up, looking like it's going to try to engage the shark thing in combat on top of this building. One of the other Shimerians, the one that you would talk to, has three large tentacles coming off of her head, or antennae, and shorter ones. She seems to be in charge. She points at one of the others, points at the mount, and that the other Shimerian starts running towards that mount. It looks like they're going to try to get it off that building because they don't know if the building's going to be able to hold a land shark beast monster and a war mount at the same time. There is more fighting, more firing all around. The Shimerians are not firing at you. They're trying to fight around you. And you're not getting in their way yet. So they seem to be kind of holding ground okay, but it looks like they were starting to get pushed back. All right, up next is Zarsig.
Really? I got a 17. Drover got a
Where'd you?
17.
Jover's not on my list.
Someone
I clicked my
didn't click
thing.
on their tokens.
I clicked
The
on my
thingy has been clicked.
I clicked my token.
Okay, then it's Jover's turn now.
Okay. So besides the obvious shark thing on top, what else can I see to hit?
You see through these windows, there's a number of Horun, which are... Let me show you a picture of the Horun using the webcam because I didn't
Watch your language.
cut them out. Bleh. Those things. Kind of terrible.
Hello there, buddy boy.
Yeah, they're kind of gross and weird. They have 3 eyes, horrific mouths, or actually 5 eyes on this one. You see enough of them popping up and firing energy weapons that one of them has a... Ooh, Jesus. Whew, sorry, I just read what one of their weapons does. One of them has an energy trident that he points out at one of the beasts and hits. Another one looks like a weird rifle, and it just, you looking at it, you can see it's some weird magic. And it is a sonic blast spell in form of a rifle.
That's cool.
And it just lays in with a huge noise, just scattering right around the feet of one of the war mounts, which it hits clearly. But the war mount, you see some of its fur tear away, leaving what looks to be some kind of a very faint, very tiny amount of blood coming out of the war mount, and some jagged metal scars in it. And there's about 5 of them that you can see popping up and down, taking pot shots at any given time.
If I was to use my thunder gun, would this be casters?
I don't know what the thunder gun is, and I don't know what exactly you're looking for.
It's the revolver. How if depending on who we hit, it does specific damage. It does more damage
yeah.
if it's like going up against a caster.
A practitioner of magic.
Yeah.
Practitioner and creatures of magic. It does
Yeah.
a certain amount of damage.
They are not creatures of magic. They are not. You don't know if they're casters or not.
And if they're supernatural, that also does damage.
They are not technically
Okay.
supernatural. You don't know enough about the Horun yourself. You've heard of them maybe after Jover or after Iola said something. You're like, oh, I've heard of those once or twice, but you don't know a lot about their culture, and their culture is very strange. You don't know what their magic is like. So it's hard to tell if any of those are casters. You can tell that the black insectoid seems to be some kind of caster. Though, if you get a good look at it, it kind of disturbs you a little bit. Roll your dimensional lore.
There it is.
So let me see what you get.
I got an 83.
All right, you got an 83. So you're not identifying what that is either.
Okay.
That thing is clearly casting spells. And the Horun weapon is at least magic. But you don't know.
Okay, I'll do my pistol. My Minoan pistol. I'll take that sucker out. I haven't used that in a while.
All
Nice.
right. Do you want to describe what it looks like?
It when I bring it out, it's like this very like nice. It's not it's Baroque, but it's done very tastefully and such. It's a very nice classic. It looks like a flintlock, but it's not. It's a regular, it's a flamer pistol. So no bonuses. That's a 22 to hit.
One of them is gonna try to dodge. The one you're shooting at, he's gonna. He gets a 20. He gets a natural 20. So unfortunately, he does duck out of the way just in time for you to fire the pistol. Does the pistol have a radius?
It's 600 feet.
Well, and that's the range. I meant, like, does the damage have a radius, or is it? It doesn't shoot fireballs, right?
No.
Okay, good. I didn't know if it was a fireball launcher. Techno wizard weapons are weird and don't always work how you think.
Oh wait, it
Wizard,
fires the
techno
equivalent.
wizard.
Oh, here we go. It fires the equivalent of mini fireballs, but has greater range.
It'll say if it does it in a radius.
Well, it says effective range 600 feet, but
Yeah, it sounds like it just hits one target, so like a very mini fireball.
it says as per the warlock spell, but I don't know what that means.
Well, warlocks are a type of caster. I did not open my book of magic ahead of time.
Sorry, I haven't used this one
It's
in a
okay.
while.
Yeah. So you will fire this thing, and it will duck out of the way in time. But we'll see if there's a side effect to this. Nope.
Pucker factor? Extreme pucker factor?
Well, if it's basically a mini grenade launcher, that's different than it being like a miniature laser gun.
It's a clench. It's not poker. It's a clench.
Book of magic, not magic book. Spelling is hard. Let's see. And what was the name of the spell again?
Mini fireballs.
Firebolt, B-O-L-T.
Well, see in the description it said fireballs.
Well, okay. Let me look up the actual book itself then. Oh, it'd be in this book. So, yeah, because Techno Wizard weapons are fun, but they all do weirdly different things.
Yeah.
There it is. Manoa, it's the fireball rifle?
Minoan flamer pistol.
Flamer pistol. All right, where is it? There it is. Attack. Yeah, it just hits one target. It does not do. It is not a full spell.
Okay.
It's the mini fireball is so mini it will hit a single thing.
Okay. Then I want to take another shot though.
Okay, go for it.
Ah.
No.
You miss entirely in that one, hitting the side of the building. As this building, which is some kind of MDC facility, takes the brunt of it. Oh, hold on, let me get back on the correct layer. my phone just triggered something. All right. There we go. All right. So, up next is Zarsig.
She's going to fly up and basically help Harkins out and hit the big shark thing.
Okay.
So,
The big shark thing is kind of hard to miss, but just go ahead and make the attack roll for Zarsig shooting it with lightning.
yeah.
Is this tiny, not tiny, but the small blue drake, who is actually a dragon, flies up and unleashes a bellowing roar. This thing does not even move to respond to it.
Rar.
So
It's
go ahead and roll
11.
your damage for that.
Okay.
Rar.
While she's doing that, I had a question.
Yes.
You said there were some people that have cybernetic parts to them, like the shark dude is like.
Well, the shark
Heart.
thing is a giant robot with a shark inside.
Okay.
It seems to
Is
be
there
some kind
anything
of...
close to the cages that are like cyborgy?
Not that you can...
cybernetic?
No, everything here had technology, but it was more armor and weapon-based. You didn't see anything robotic here. You
Okay.
didn't see anything
Okay.
cyborg. And the giant shark in a robot armor is giving you weird vibes. It doesn't seem right.
Okay. But
He's a-
he does have electronics and stuff on
Yeah,
him.
but it's hard to
Why is
even
everybody
pin
up
them
on my
down.
target?
Okay.
Why is everybody up on my...
Because
Not necessarily him. I have something cool that I would like to try, but it only works on like, my type.
I'm just saying I called it.
You're mine, bitch.
So Zarsik did 16. and
okay,
She's going to do another one.
all right. A second bolt of
That's-
lightning comes from the tiny dragon.
That's a 7. She rolled
It
a.
rolled a 5, so that's going to miss as well, as it
Okay.
scores into the top of the building, catching one of its legs very slightly,
Okay.
but not enough to make a real impact on the dense armor of this horrific killing machine.
Okay.
All right, hello. It is now your turn.
Okay, so the thing that I was curious on,
Mhm.
I have a thing I haven't used yet called telemechanic mental operation.
Yes.
And I was hoping, if possible, if there was somebody over there or like a mechanical device of some sort that I could control long enough to either shoot off the locks to the cages or unlock them or like trying
Nothing
to figure out a way.
inside the building, reaching out with your psychic senses, you can feel that there is an old elevator that doesn't operate. There is an old generator in the basement, but it isn't used. It hasn't been powered in a very long time, and you're not sure what it connects to. And you can feel actually a lot closer to you. The Shimerians are covered in technology. They are technology.
That is good to know for future things. Where is that generator?
That generator is in the
Place.
basement. You gonna give it a try?
I'm really tempted to see if I could overload it and just make it blow up. But it might be too big of
And
an
to
explosion.
kill all the people in the
That's what I was like. I
basement?
feel like that would make it a little bit too big of an explosion.
Yeah,
Is what I was thinking.
no.
But yeah, sure.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Let's turn it on, not blow it up.
All right, so you reach out and you feel it click into life with your using a combination of electrokinesis, and if you hadn't gotten such a good roll on your clairvoyance before, I wouldn't let you even see this thing. But you did amazing before. So you get it started and you can feel it connected to something, and you feel that that's like a boiler that's been dormant for 100 years.
Okay.
And it starts, You feel that it's active. The boiler is active.
If nothing else, I have created the beginnings of a distraction. I do hope this was not a regretful moment of clarity.
All right.
I didn't tell you guys what I did, but that's all you heard over here. Oh, wow.
I need my magic book again. All right, so Harkins, go
Yes.
ahead and give me a save versus magic as the book I need.
I need a save versus magic.
Let me look up the spell real quick.
All right. Not very
So
nice.
I believe you will be giving me a save versus magic as this thing turns its massive body in a way to face you on its back.
All right.
It is staring at you, and the two holes in its chest turn into like little slits where lights come out.
I rolled an 18. The save is a 12.
Hold on, let me see what happens. 126.
I'm totally terrified by whatever this is.
Some spells are innately give you penalties.
All right.
It's amazing how I can say a number out loud and then immediately forget that I said 126.
Yes.
Yo.
Standard save versus magic spell is 12.
I had to write down 128 for my ISP, and then I wrote 126 because of what you said.
Sorry.
128.0.0. something.
So it's those little lights come out and tiny wisps emanate from those lights and try to invade your mind, but do not seem to succeed. And seeing that, it is then going to shoot you with its laser eyes.
Respect. No, that I respect. Yeah.
Laser eyes. Oh
Yeah.
my god. It's better than sharks with laser beams on their freaking foreheads. It's
I'll take
sharks
the
with
first
laser
one.
beam eyes.
Oh my god.
I
yes.
am
I'm sorry. I take
waiting
I take
for
that
a
back.
laser raptor. I want a raptor with laser eyes. I need a laser raptor in my
It
life.
doesn't shoot lasers out of its eyes.
What
It
is it?
opens its massive
Yeah.
shark mouth with all the shark teeth there,
Better.
Yes.
That's bad.
and you can see the fleshy inside of a shark's mouth.
Oh, I like it.
And then there's two little metal parts inside that you see start to warm up, and it's going to fire its plasma ejector at you.
Oh, I'm certainly into this. Come on. Bring it. Bring it.
Okay, so it's gonna
Bring it.
roll to hit you. Are you gonna try to dodge?
No.
Okay.
I want to see how tough the first hit is before I try to dodge.
Okay.
See what I'm into here.
All right. It deals the massive blast of plasma fires out both sides of its mouth,
Yeah.
dealing 50 mega damage.
All right. So from now on, I will be trying to
hell.
dodge, as it just ruined half my main body armor.
Oh
I have
as it,
out of
as
one,
the
oh,
plasma
I have
bursts through.
Band-Aids.
3.
no! I have
No,
a very simple.
I'm still armored. I'm
healing
fine.
kit.
But
Also, you are on its back, so it will take a little bit of damage as well. I will
All right.
denote some damage from the part that doesn't hit you, as it fireballed you from its gaping
Yeah.
face.
I love it. I like
When
this
you're
thing.
done, come back and I will band-aid it with some Neosporin because
Oh,
I have
that'll
a
be
very
great.
small health.
Thank you. I'm very excited about
Yeah,
you
it'll take
bandaging my armor with Neosporin.
Yeah.
It makes me
Armor works.
happy on the insides, I guess.
That's its two things.
You'll,
Next
you'll
time
like
it'll
what kind
probably
of
try to do
band-aids that
something.
I have.
All right. The other horror rune come firing out at each of you. So let's see. One of you's invisible. Right? Yeah. I don't think they can see the invisible, can they?
Yeah, and it's the major invisibility because I won't use the symbol unless I just trying to do something
So
like
even if I did see invisibility, I wouldn't be able to see you.
Really?
No, I don't know. I'd have to double check.
Yeah, because I think see invisibility sees all invisibility.
'Cause I was thinking about doing that just to keep an eye on where you were, so I didn't shoot there.
Jover, one of them's going to take a pot shot at you. You can attempt to dodge this laser blast at a negative 3 because you're far enough away that you can kind of see it.
It says
Okay.
invisible to all means of detection, ordinary vision, infrared, ultraviolet, and other optics, heat, motion detectors, animal sense of smell. So probably not see invisibility, but everything else.
All right.
Okay.
So the shot coming for Jover just goes clear into the ground, not that far away from her. She doesn't even need to attempt to dodge. It's just such a bad shot. Harkins, you're on the top of it.
Yeah.
Hello, this shot's coming at the car.
No!
You can attempt to move the car with the dodge. You don't need to. I rolled a 3, which is beneath the threshold for a hit at all.
Or
As a sonic bolt comes slamming into the car. And there is more fighting as the Horun continue to trade fire with the
we're fighting against stormtroopers.
Cimmerians. All right, Iola.
Oh, you're fighting against Cimmerians.
In the communicator, I'm going to say I'm going in
Get him.
so people know what I'm doing, and I'm going to get into the building in the best way possible without them seeing or noticing me.
If you need help from electronics inside, do not hesitate to ask.
Of course. Thank you.
All right. As you fly inside, how tall are these things? Oh, these are taller than I thought. Of course, everything's goddamn taller than I thought.
Everything's ginormous.
Everything is ginormous. I don't know why.
Everything is huge when you're part of the
Oh no,
thing.
it's just okay. It's only like
Everything is-
7. It's 8 feet tall. No, this one's 10 feet tall, so it's like hunched over.
It's a running song, guys.
But
Sorry,
you,
not sorry.
you see, you get into there. You're dodging fire from behind you now as well. You come around a side where there's no one like popping in and out, and you fly into a broken window. You are now in the building. You know the stuff that the people are held in the basement, and you know there's a couple of other forces down there.
That's where I'm going to head.
You can hear as you're in there the insectoid with the black armor insectoid yelling, "I told you we shouldn't have stayed so long. Now you idiots are gonna lose us everything." And they're like, "Shut up." One of them says, "Shut up,
Appropriate
Sunaj."
response.
Give me a, I don't think you'd know. There's no way you'd know. Well, maybe you'd know. You've been around Jora. Let me look at your skills to see if you would have any of the relevant knowledges. Not sure you do. Where are you? Characters. Why did I collapse that tab? All tabs to collapse.
Correctors.
Let's see. Give me a Lord Demons and Monsters with a -10. Let's see if you can get that. All right. Success by 20. So
Nice.
yeah, you're good. So a Sunaj
Nice,
is a
nice,
type
nice,
of assassin. They work for Atlantis. They are people don't know what they are. They're covered in this armor that no one has ever seen them outside of. And
They're Mandalorians.
a little bit. And they are known to use magic and to be expert assassins.
I think that I would communicate with the group and saying, Jovra, there's a Sunaj in here.
And Jover knows the Sunaj are partially famous for being experts at taking out Atlanteans.
Fuck.
Conundrum.
Do you continue moving into the building?
Yeah, I'm going to continue moving, and I'm going to try to get to the basement.
All right,
That's
give me a
what-
prowl.
Okay, so because I'm invisible, my prowl's at 85, but it doesn't. So, just so you know.
I know. So you get a
Okay.
27. So you prowl stealthily enough to avoid what might be the gaze of this Sunaj. And you go down to the basement where you see a 10-foot tall hawk person. Now give me a lore, fairies, and creatures magic.
Hmm.
Okie
There's a lot of things you guys haven't seen before.
Shit's about to go
Oh,
down.
you got a 4. You've heard of these.
Nice.
They're terrible. They're called hawk rowls. They have massive claws. They look like giant chicken men.
Oh my god, that's amazing. I want to play one in the next. They look like Hawkman, except with an actual chicken head.
Yeah.
Ugh,
And massive claws.
I
Now,
just,
the thing is, as you move down the basement,
just see stomp dancers.
it
like,
seems
doof, doof, doof.
it turns its eyes directly in your direction, but you're
Yeah.
quick enough to kind of dodge behind something. So it is sitting kind of at the foot of the stairs.
So it can so do I have an idea if it like heard me or smelled me? Because
No.
I'm not detectable by
Hawk
any of those.
Hawk rowls are known to be a thing that has been bred and work with the the Splugorth Atlanteans,
Okay.
and they are completely impervious to magic
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
and are often used to catch things like fairies.
Okay. Look.
You can do it, honey. Do you need me to turn off lights?
No, because
something?
it'll still see me. Well, maybe not. Is it lit down here?
There is some very like low, kind of light greenish, like tappy light, kind of like what are they? Kind of like a glow stick kind of lighting down here, but in a weird way. You see these little things that look like the oval tap lights that you tap,
Mhm,
except they're
mhm.
filled with a green goo and seem to have a tiny
Mm.
eyeball inside.
Oh,
Yummy. Oh, that's beautiful.
and I see the cages. Do I see the cages,
You
or do I
see
not?
all the cages from where you are.
And there are how many again?
There are 4 cages, one with the giant wolf people,
Okay.
one with 2 humans in it.
Okay.
One has. Sorry, I have to write down 2 wolves. There is one with a smaller dog boy, like smaller wolf dog boy kind of looking dude in it.
Uh-huh.
And you notice that the dog boy and the wolf people are all wearing what look to be some kind of like togas. There's another cage with 2 humans, a man and a woman. They are wearing basic clothes. And then there is the cage that has the runes all over it, where you can see a 4-foot tall fairy person in a breastplate with long blonde flowing hair and wings that look, I wouldn't say exactly like yours, but a completely different pattern than yours,
Mm-hmm.
but same rough shape.
It's Bob Fairy.
I can't believe it's not fairies.
It's
Okay.
Aloai.
Oh wow.
It's Aloai. I like it. It's a good name, actually. Aloai is a pretty good name.
That's its name now.
All right. So I want to send a message
We
using
did a thing.
telepathy, if I
Mhm.
can, to this fairy,
Teamwork.
to see if there's what it's gonna take to open the cage.
Okay, so
Help us here. How do I get you out?
You're using psychics to do this, right?
Oh God, yeah.
All right, because the cage is protected against magic, but not psychics.
Oh, nice.
You get the message. Goes, hello. I've been praying that someone would save us. The battle came, and they seem too confident.
Yeah, we're working on it. How do we get you out?
The one of the many-eyed Horun have a key. The key is the only trigger. The key looks like some kind of clamshell.
Okay.
You do notice the other cages seem to have a normal key lock,
Lewd.
but they are metal MDC cages.
Shit.
You do see also, now that you can see this place physically, you do see there is a lot of blood on the floor there. It looks like this isn't the first time they've used this to hold people. That this might have been a waypoint when they're taking people back.
Can you fight if I get you out?
If you get me out, good friend, I swear, Sir Alora
I will end this.
of the Fairy Knights will slay as many of these monsters as possible. Though the Hawk one is the most dangerous to me, I will do everything I can to protect you and these good people.
Well, you've got us too. I'll be back, and I'm gonna head back
All right.
without getting seen.
Goodbye.
All right, you
Well, I
can go
gotta
ahead
get
and
the
do.
key, man. That's my
You
turn.
yeah, you head back out into the hallway, and you can see that there does seem to be one Horun in charge. All right, Harkins, you are on the back of this giant thing that fireballed the crap out of you.
Yeah, and now I know I gotta try and get out the way when he tries to do that. So that is important for me to know. However, I will try and shoot him 2 more times while jumping off of him at the same time. Just so that I'm not like directly on him, so that it might be a bit more difficult. Maybe if I can get under him, like I try and like jump off and slide under, and I'm like pew pew, or maybe he can't like shoot his giant globular fireballs at me.
Give me some kind of acrobatics.
Some kind of well, I don't even
Because
know.
you're jumping off of this thing that's like 10 feet off the ground and moving.
All right. I'm not afraid of hurting myself, really.
I know.
As an MDC being, I
But
could do
landing successfully is
How
different.
about a backflip? I can
Perfect.
do backflip. Okay. Because apparently that's a thing I have. A
Make a
94
backflip.
out of 80? What the crap? What the hell? What do you, like, how do you, hey team,
Use it.
Yes,
use
use
I
it,
hate to
use
be
it.
needy, but that's
Do
like
it.
just statistically ridiculous.
Do your thing. We don't care. It's fine.
Do
You
it.
got this.
Okay.
You don't have to take one for the team. Take it from the team. Wait. That's
Okay.
not how that works.
Okay.
All right, much better. You successfully land without like falling onto your back and knocking the wind out of you.
Yeah, fair.
So you successfully land on your feet underneath its belly. You do notice that it is well armored down here as well,
I mean,
but if you'd like to make a called shot at certain parts of it, it might be easier.
what parts of it look particularly vulnerable?
The
The
belly
tail,
button.
the legs, well, the main body, which you were shooting at before.
Which
Um,
looks pretty hurt right now.
no,
Oh, really?
it looks hurt.
Did 80 points of damage to it, and it just looks hurt. Not pretty hurt, just hurt.
The chest lights should be easy to knock out. It does have wrist blasters on each of its hands, but if you can, the leg joints and arm joints seem about half as weak as the main body. Though, as I look at the numbers, you're probably better off just wailing on the main body.
I'm well on the main body. That's yeah. I'm just gonna
All
like I slide under there and just kick it.
Yeah.
All right.
There's a reason these things are so damn tough.
Yeah.
So go ahead and take your shots.
I'm
'Cause
not. Yeah.
Actually,
What?
go ahead and roll, and I'm going to say it can't really dodge you.
Well, okay.
You are point blank with pistols.
Yeah.
Not much it can do against this.
All right. That's a 27.
Yeah.
And then I rolled a 10 on that, or I rolled a 17 on that one.
Which is
And
great.
then- yeah. And then
And
I rolled a
16.
6,
Which is great.
just enough to hit, right?
Yep. You
All
hit
right.
with both shots.
Woo! First shot 33, second shot
Oh.
40, so 73 points
Just-
of damage.
A huge volley of bullets comes flying from underneath it. 73. Jesus.
It's lit, fam.
All right, it's looking hurt now from you're putting bolts and dents into it. You keep laying into it, and it's
From a
unhappy with
narrative
this.
perspective, I would like to be only 4 shots so far. I don't want it to be a hail of bullets. These are giant pistols. I'd love it
True.
if they were just like, in that classic anime way, just like, like shooting like light beam holes through it.
That's
Nice.
they're not through it, but they're definitely hitting hard.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
They're hitting with the impact of like a truck.
Yeah.
Each shot is blasting away some armor and causing blood to spurt out.
Yeah.
This thing bleeds real shark blood.
Nice. I'm hoping it's
Amazing.
bathing the mask in blood at this point.
Okay, if
Yeah.
you'd like to.
Yeah. I'm
All
trying
right.
to reactivate it, team. It's like this is. I'm literally
Yeah.
being as reckless as possible in order to, in the cause
mean-
of righteousness, in order to try and reactivate my shed.
All right, it is the other turn now. The Shimerians are going to wail on this thing as well. They're going to shoot a number of damage, which bolts come back and forth. Some of them miss entirely. Some of them. Oh, let me just pull up the Shimerian railgun damage.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
I like that. sound.
Okay,
That sounds great.
let me roll this many hits. All right, so enough railgun shots hit it, focus firing this thing down, that it seems to do almost as much between the 5 railgun shots that hit it to whittle it down almost as much as Harkins has done already.
Nice.
The Shimerian railgun is no joke. You can feel the impact shake the building each time it gets hit.
Nice.
0, carry the 1. Jeez, okay. This thing's not happy, but it is a killing machine and it's not going to stop. The Shimerians take some damage as well. You can see another one of the actual Shimerians gets just completely killed as you see parts of her just disintegrating away. As a magic spell comes blasting out of one of the windows. All right, let's go to Jovra.
Okay, so Jover's going to activate her mind tattoo after she got the news of who's in the house.
Yeah.
So that's, like she already, one thing to already activate the armor, the other thing and then she wants to do a power bolt just right in hitting one of the spell. So
Hitting the Sunaj if you can spot it.
yeah.
All right. Power bolt, I believe, just freaking hits because
So it's 5d6 plus a 10 on top of it.
Oh, I have 9 actions. Where's my other action?
So that's
There you are.
22.
22 damage.
Uh-huh.
It definitely notices.
Yeah, I bet it does.
I mean, it takes this bolt. That's a good hit to it. You see part of its armor kind of like crunch and crumple from the power bolt. All right. And so were you? Yeah, that's 2. All right. Up next is Zarsik.
Yeah, she's gonna, basically she feels like she's backing up Harkin, so she's going to go after the big shark thing.
Gotcha.
19.
That'll hit it.
It's okay,
See,
Harkins.
It's an 18-foot long robot shark.
Yeah.
There's enough glory to go around.
You can
No.
share, Harkins.
It's not about
Harkins
glory.
share.
It's not
share,
about glory.
Harkins
All right.
share.
12.
Do we need to go back to...
All right, so it just takes that. Another bolt of lightning comes scorching from Zarsig, leaving a deep scar in one of the bits of armor.
And she's going to do it again.
Okay,
Do it again. Yeah.
that'll hit. 22.
Ooh, 22.
Jeez.
That's my girl.
Yeah. All right, this thing is looking cut up and beat to hell to the point where you can start to see through the armor plating bits of meat and flesh,
Yeah.
Wheat.
and a little bit of shark skin
Ooh.
as Zarsig's bolts just fry into bits of this armor.
I'm going to
the
say with a
thing
radio. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Would have howled, but you hear no sound come from it.
Oh, poor guy. Best thing to do is put it out of its misery.
Yeah,
Jovra.
probably.
Tell Zosig not to attack the head. I want to see if we can keep those big old plasma blasters it's got.
Copy.
All right. Hello.
Okay. I am waiting to hear back from Iola.
Oh,
So-
Iola. The generator was powering the boiler. It was starting to get very warm down there and a little distractingly warm.
It's a little warm down here. You might want to calm that down.
Turn it up.
Turn it down.
Oh my god, what?
Okay. So I'll go ahead and turn it down.
All right, as you lower
yeah.
the power output,
Yeah.
it feels more stable than before. Would you like to do anything else?
I feel like that would be a good thing to just smoke them out.
They're in cages.
No, the other guys. And then I'll turn it down when they come out and be like, they don't know it's down, bro. Okay.
Do you, first of all?
Do I what? Turn it down? Yes.
It's up to Hello. It's Hello's call.
Yes, I would succumb to my group's opinions and decisions. Yeah, I go ahead and turn it down.
All right, doing anything else?
What does it looking like on the outside? Is Harkin's buddy the only buddy that's being shot
Harkins
at,
is
or
the only one on the building actively being shot at. The Shamarians are being cut pretty harshly
then
by
I
bolts coming
would
from the thing.
like to take my mega damage gun and shoot a nice blast to help the Schmarians.
All right, do you want to shoot like a covering suppressing blast, or do you want to like aim to take out one of the Horun pirates?
Suppressing it, just kind of.
Okay, give me a roll of a 20, adding any bonuses you would get.
This just says 66 damage. I don't.
Well, just
think
roll
there's
d20
any-
and it would be +3, I think.
Okay. 20 plus.
And you're really looking to get above a 10 here. Oh,
Yeah.
you rolled a 1.
Wow. It blows up on you.
So the cannon on the
Not that
McFly,
kind of game.
the cannon on the McFly was not properly calibrated. You've been distracted,
I've been very distracted.
and
I'm sorry, guys.
does fire into what you think would be a suppressing pattern, making one of the war mounts have to dodge. It scowls at you, but the Shamarians look over at you with a scowl as well.
Sorry.
All
My
right.
bad.
So the Horun pirate's turn.
I do start playing We're All in This Together from High School Musical on like the loudspeaker for everybody to hear.
I would like to make a call shot to blow off the loudspeaker on McFly.
You won't have to, don't worry.
All right.
Oh no, you go before the Shamarians do.
No, it's fine.
All right.
I got a giant plasma breathing shark puppy above me.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to
they
do
Alright,
that for
don't
a
so-
even feel
second.
about it.
Speaking of which,
It's not blasting loud, but it's loud enough that you guys can hear it. Like background noise.
the you are underneath the Horun land shark drone.
Yeah,
It is going to attempt to smash you with its massive tail.
love it. I will attempt to dodge.
I would recommend that.
Okay.
Oof. D20.
All right.
Okay, so it rolls a 4.
So I do not need
You-
to attempt to dodge.
You don't need to attempt to dodge.
I do not
As it-
attempt to dodge.
As it smashes just a clear part of the building that was still up, just like would have been the 5th floor, just knocks it completely off, flying. And if you have the feeling that if you had been standing where it thought you were, that would have been bad.
That would have been bad.
Though it
Real
does now
bad.
look like it's going to attempt to, instead of firing those massive pulse beams,
Mm.
grind you in its mechanical teeth
All right.
as its massive head comes right for you.
Well, let's see what it rolls first.
Jesus, I rolled a 3.
I love it.
So
It
once
makes me
again,
happy.
it goes right for where it
Oh!
thinks you were
Oh!
and just grinds through and actually
Oh!
weakens the entire structure
Oh,
as
I
it
poof.
chews like a quarter, one of the corners. It just, its massive teeth grind through a large part of the MDC concrete that formerly made up this building, and part of the floor starts to give away where it was grinding.
This building's going to collapse in a minute. You better hurry up with whatever you're going to do in there.
Okay. What's that? There's more fire out at the Shamarians. The hawk thing
Hey, Hawk thing.
Hawkins.
comes up to the top of the stairs.
Hawkins. Can it please be called Hawkins now? Like all these guys have like weirdly cognitive names to ours where they're like
Let's see.
oddly adjacent.
Jim Hawkins.
It gives.
Oh my god, I just
Jimmy,
freaking
Jim,
got
Jimmy,
that.
Jim.
I'm an idiot. Sorry. Don't mind me.
I told
okay.
you, 90s references, man. I will.
No, that's not what I'm
bring
talking
you
about.
back
I'm talking about the rocks
Oh.
thing. He said like forever ago, but what that guy's name
Oh.
is. I did not get it until this moment.
Aloy? Yeah.
Yeah. I was like,
Yeah.
oh,
No,
goddamn,
still
I'm
don't get
an
it.
idiot.
Oh yeah, love you. And maybe the little like chitinous ant person is like Arvaj. Yeah, it's like Bizarro Team. I love it. Want it to be Bizarro Team now. Yeah.
Okay. The hawk thing comes like putting its massive head into the hallway. It's clearly looking, and it sniffs the air. Iola, does greater invisibility cover scent as well?
Yes.
Okay, so you think your
Good.
scent is covered, but you know this thing could probably see you if it makes eye contact. Like if it spots you, it will see through invisibility, but you've covered your scent well enough. But it does not leave this doorway and abandon the
Well,
captives below. It looks like it's been told to stay here.
Okay.
All right. Iola.
So I find the leader. I know where the leader is. I have an idea.
It's very clear he's the one that's doing the most yelling in his weird guttural language. He has a massive weapon. He has one of the tridents. He's the one with the trident. The others have like guns. This one has an energy trident.
Okay, and then on him, I just want to steal the key. Can I
Okay.
do that?
There are skills for this.
Yes.
You have them. Go ahead and roll.
Okay.
It's like,
What
I
am
don't
I
need
rolling?
you. I just need your keys.
I just want to know what you want me to roll. Do you want me to roll a prowl? Do you want me to roll a, and then a pickpockets, or just a pickpockets?
Give me the pickpocket.
Okay.
You got
Please
it.
may I reroll?
Reroll.
Please may I reroll?
Reroll that.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely reroll it.
Success.
Here we go. Here we go.
Us not being able
attach-
to roll things we're good at is super frustrating.
If you didn't know you were looking for a shell, you would never have guessed this was a key. On his belt are a number of small, like, bits of coral and shells and weird, what look to be kind of, one of them looks like a stylized seahorse made of, like, a weird, like, you know when glass hits lightning? Kind of like that, but in the shape of a weird seahorse-looking thing. And then you see what looks to be a key, and on the inside of it is a rune, which you cleanly pick off of his pocket. And as you grab it, it also goes invisible with you.
Nice.
You don't believe you've been seen.
You got this.
Figure out a way to get back downstairs. So I'm gonna do a think about that.
Okay.
So that'll be my turn. I'm gonna get out of where anyone would touch me
Yeah.
or see me. But other than that, I'm gonna think about how to.
You get clearly out of your way, making
Mhm.
a mental note that hawk thing can probably see the invisibility, see through invisibility, and don't go down that hallway.
Okay.
Yeah. Harkins.
Well, I mean, I think we all know what I'm going to do. This thing has now tried to swap its tail at me. It's tried to eat me, and it's about to knock this thing over. So I would like to try and do something, and you tell me how I would make this work. I
Mhm.
feel like I'm pretty close to killing it, but I do not want it to collapse on this building. Is there some way for me to use my telekinesis in order to, as it falls down, if I can kill it this turn, to slide off the building rather than collapse on the building?
Do you have telekinesis super?
I do not, and I would love to find a way to get it because I want it real bad, but
Do you get supers?
I never get supers now. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So here's what I'll do for you. You may
My thought
Give
was to
up.
use the rubble.
next 2 minors to take a super in the future.
I don't get any more powers, I don't think. I'll have to look, but
Okay. So you can, using your telekinesis, you can kind of shift it a little bit, but not a lot.
yeah,
Really, you're just gonna have to. You think the best way to do it
yeah.
is to make it lunge at you.
Oh, all right. Yeah. So it'd like faint at it?
Yeah.
So it'd like come around in front of it and go, hey, fucker! And then get it to try and charge at me. And
Yeah.
then like, as it's going and be like,
Yeah.
Well, that is what I would like to
Just-
attempt to do.
Just like that.
Yes.
We
So
need
you
all
get
the
in
sound
front of it.
Yeah.
It
You!
clearly is. It's about to charge you. It starts
Yeah.
charging. Take your shots.
All
Its
right.
massive maw is wide open.
This is incredibly terrifying, but awesome at the same time. All right, first attack. That situational bonus pop-up is getting me every time. I rolled a 6. Okay, all right, I
That's
rolled a
enough
6.
to hit it. So
All
yeah,
right,
it's
all right,
coming
all right.
clear for you.
All right, where'd the little dialogue box go? Hey, Mr. Dialogue. Oh, that's 39
40
points of
damage, or
Yeah, and then the second one.
I'll just round it up to 40 because.
All right, I rolled a 26, so that's gonna be pretty great.
Okay, let me do some math.
Doink. And that'll be 38 points of damage on the second one.
Jesus, all right, that's more than I thought. All right, carry 8, carry plus. I'll just call that another 40. So your 2 bolts are enough. As it comes charging at you, its open mouth, you see the weird bits of metal among the flesh where its plasma ejectors somehow are. You see them start to charge, and you time it perfectly. Right before it fires, you fire.
Nice.
Causing the mouth to start exploding.
No, the thing I wanted. Okay, it's fine.
As it runs at you, it starts exploding, and explosions start occurring down the inside of its throat.
And it like
You
bubbles
hear-
out. Like
As
in
it
like
goes
Robotech
flying.
when like the ships like start to.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, sweet.
When the
yeah.
inside of the inside of this thing starts to just completely combust as it falls clear off the building right onto the ground, and just starts to explode, and then
The thing has been done.
just a huge explosion and bits of armor go flying everywhere. And you see as the armor comes flying off of it, the bits of metal and goo and flesh that would be flying off of it start turning into wisps of cloud.
So cool.
Shark monster down, but it's turning into vapor.
Oh no, we have a vampiric shark monster.
That can't possibly be a thing. It's
It-
also daytime.
A dream vampire shark monster.
Well, one of those words was correct. Actually,
Dream
3 of those words were correct.
Dream.
shark monster.
Yes, it is
Yeah.
a shark monster built out of dreams.
Oh, I love it.
Holy shit,
That
that's
is awesome. Oh my god, that's awesome. Okay.
So, I will say that's Argan's whole turn.
Yeah, that works for me.
Yeah.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah. The Shimerians look like they are getting deeper and deeper. They're taking out some of the pirates.
I would like to give one of them a big old thumbs up from the roof if possible.
You give it to the captain with the 3 large antennae,
All right.
who just sneers and continues firing perfect headshot into one of the Horun that
I
fall
like her.
dead.
I really like her. She's kind of cute now. Might have to. Go
She is extremely attractive.
Yeah.
The bolt.
Dating sim is in full swing again.
I don't
It's
really
been too long
do
since
good.
we've had
I'm bad at that. Yeah, I know.
Which is why this is perfect.
All right, so the man in the thing goes down, and then the black armor Sunaj starts looking around, and it walks into the hallway where Iola can see it.
Sunaj.
And the Sunaj takes their hand and puts it onto their armor and activates magic,
Nice.
but it looks like their hand goes through their armor and activates some kind of magical effect. And it walks over to where the hawk thing is in the doorway and grabs onto it, and both teleport away.
Well, that works. Just get rid
They
of it
have left the
altogether.
building.
Actually, no, that wouldn't work on the hawk thing. The hawk thing is immune to magic.
Oh no.
Oh, right.
Whap.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
So it tried to take the hawk thing with it. And forgot and failed. So the Sunaj is gone,
Oh no.
Shit.
but the hawk thing is still there.
Oh no.
Yeah, I think the Shimerians make their way up. They seem to be closing in on the building, whereas before they were being held at bay. They seemed, especially with the big thing down, they seem to be moving in, fighting their way through rubble and other bolts. There's the taking out the massive Horun shark drone seems to be the thing that the Shimerians really needed help with.
Mhm.
And so, Jovra, it's your turn.
I
You're
would have
still
told
outside.
everybody that the guy was gone.
Yeah, but we need to take care of the hawk thing.
Yeah.
I want to. How can I help take care of the hawk thing? Like,
Yeah.
am I within walking distance? Can I?
You can get
power
into the building, but this, so yeah, we'll say because movement's all relative and risk. You can get kind of up to the building as the Shimerians have cleared a path. There are other Horoons still alive in the building, so you might get shot at a couple of times if you get in there. Hey, babe. Thank you so much.
I know.
Thank you.
Oh,
Fancy.
We love you.
fancy.
Fancy.
Well, I'll just go ahead and activate the axe. Let's bring out the axe.
Okay.
So I really want to go. I'm wanting to go toward the hawk thing, but whatever is in my way.
In your way is going to be one of the Horoons with one of the Horoon pirates with a sonic rifle. Its massive, its weird face, its horrific thing. It is also carrying a sword that looks somewhat metal and somewhat shell-like. That seems to be. It is not a vibroblade, but it is a weird MDC metal that you believe could cut badly.
Oh. Well, I'm going for it.
Okay. You see on its back a harpoon gun.
Oh, mother.
All right, so you roll a 1 with your attack. You cleave
still
clear
love you.
into what used to be a fire
Whatever.
hydrant, expecting it to then burst with fire suppressant goo, except it's completely inert and you just chop the thing in half.
I know it's time for dinner. Shut up.
The cat, ladies and gentlemen.
And is that everything from Jover?
I have no more actions.
Okay. Zarsik.
Zarsik wants to help with the hawk thing.
All right, Zarsik
Eat it.
flies into the building.
Eat it.
Well, is there any way she can do this from outside, like through a window?
Gonna fire an energy blast.
Yeah. Like, I don't want her to get.
All right, she can see it. It
Can she
makes
go-
eye contact with Zarsik.
Okay.
As Zarsig shoots. This thing is not going to attempt to dodge or move. So just roll the damage for Zarsig.
All right.
26.
Six.
That is quite a lot of damage that it mostly ignores the magic of Zarsig's breath weapon.
But it's distracted.
It is distracted by it. It is, we'll say it is blinded this turn. That it is taken aback, but it is not damaged at all. Though the area around it is kind of fried. So
Okay.
the steps definitely were weakened, but the Hawkra, or Hark Owl,
I like Hawkra.
Hawkra
Hawkins.
is
Its name
smaller
is
versions of it.
Yeah.
Its name is Hawkins.
Iola's going to
It's
know this
hidden.
move. Iola's going to know what Jova and Zarsig are up.
Yeah,
You
this
know.
is kind of a distraction move.
Yeah.
Cool. Hello.
Yes.
Remembering in the basement, there is an elevator in the basement.
Mhm. I was
The
thinking
elevator
that too.
doesn't go up anymore, but is connected to that generator and does have power now. The elevator
I was
doors
hoping
are.
to use it when I could get there.
I'm
yeah.
I'm saying right now though, since parts of the building are open and blasted open, it would be easy enough to get into the elevator shaft
Mhm.
for someone like Iola.
Oh.
Except
True.
there would be then physical things in her way, like doors.
Iola, would you like a lift?
She said okay.
Oh.
It did that thing where your mic doesn't pick
Oh,
you
sorry.
up for a second.
Sure.
Oh.
I don't know why my mic does that sometimes.
Not always. That's the thing.
I know it's weird.
You just have to do a heavy sigh into it before any time you talk. All right. So, would you like to use your telemechanical powers?
Yes. I'm going to verbally guide her to where it is, and then when she's in it, go ahead.
All right. An elevator is not moving, but open. The doors to it open.
Mhm.
The hawk thing looks extremely confused, but kind of focused on Zarsig shooting at it. All right.
And once she's in, I will close the doors again.
Well,
and if there's a
no,
possibility,
the elevator doesn't go up and down because there's no counterweight anymore.
no, but like close the door so that
Oh,
it'd
to
be
the elevator
hard
shaft.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if there is like an emergency light in there, is it possible to make that brighter so she can see?
I can see in the dark.
Oh, never mind then. You're good. Captain, you got this.
You can if you want to, but I can see in the dark.
Yeah.
All right, this
It
horror
might be easier if that's possible. I probably would anyway. I already said I.
Yeah, the emergency lights, which are like a light red that are long since faded to basically nothing,
Okay.
come a little more alive than they
Okay.
were before. But it's still faded. But you're good at that.
Okay.
So, in front of Jovra is a Horun carrying a spear gun, a harpoon gun that appears to be ooh, that's fun. Electrical tipped. Roll a d4 for me real quick, Jovra. 3. Okay, good. It is not the magic net one. All right, it's going to attempt to stab you with the tip of its spear. So you can attempt to parry this. It gets a 15. All right, you parry quite easily with your 19.
Good.
Okay, I was going to say, do you want to describe it or?
It's just, she has her axe, and it's just a nice.
Dover's not having none of this. It's just
Yeah.
like, nah.
No.
Your standard, your practiced a billion times block.
Yeah.
The hawk thing does not move. Iola.
I'm in the elevator shaft and I can get down.
Yes, you see the elevator below you.
Is there a hatch on the top
There is an
of it?
emergency hatch in the top, which you
I'm
could
gonna-
easily open.
I'm gonna go through it.
All
And
right.
then how do I get the doors open?
The thing is, this can be the other part of
Oh, okay.
Hello's action is to, when you are ready, Hello can open the doors without making the dinging sound.
Yep.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Pretty much my goal is to assist Iola in the stealthies and just opening things, closing things.
Now, as the door even opens, this thing does the hawk thing does whip around, but it doesn't seem to be able to see you.
Mhm.
Good.
Its head completely turns around like an L,
Oh, good.
looking
time.
backwards down the stairs. But it does not continues to not move its body. You can see the part of the cage with the clamshell on it.
I'm gonna just walk over to it and we'll run quietly over and just stick it in.
All right, the cage has a weird shutter, and then opens up like it looked like a square cage, but now it kind of like the parts of it that are metal kind of like retract into a square on the floor, and the fairy inside looks at you with amazement in their eyes.
Can they see me?
Yes.
Like, okay.
The fairy in front of you is just amazed at you. She goes, I don't. It holds its hand out, and a tiny crystal sword sized for a fairy appears in its hand.
Size swords.
It's not a size sword, it is a physical crystal sword.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
I'm gonna take out my daggers and say, do you think anyone else will help us? Or are we on our own with this guy? If I let them free.
I do not know these folks, but if they are honorable people like me, they will assist us. And he goes over to the human's cage and knocks it open.
Okay, I'm gonna open the wolf's cage then.
All right. And one of the wolves opens the largest looking dog boy's cage. And the wolves, as you approach, put a fist to their chest and bow their heads at you and say something in Latin.
Okay.
Nos
speak Latin,
moritori
so-
te salutamus.
Let's kick its ass, right?
They don't seem to understand, but they
I'm
both-
just like,
they don't understand the language super well, but they kind of nod at you, and they just look like they're gonna charge it too.
okay, and then I'm gonna
Yeah.
pull out my daggers and be ready to attack with everybody else.
All right, Harkins, do you make your way down?
I do make my way down.
So as you make your way down, there are a number of whoreroom pirates still alive. Do you just go down the hallway,
Oh, hi.
just like popping into a room, clearing it out?
Yeah. Yeah.
So from the outside, you can see every now and then, just one of the rooms, you see a couple of red laser blasts, and then just absolute silence. And then the next room down, you see a pair of red laser blasts, and then absolutely nothing from it. And then just going down the hallway is Harkins taking out room after room of Horun.
Makes it
So we're-
real good.
And Jovra, and
Push.
Jovra.
And Jovra
should've
from
pushed.
the other side is he's up on like the third floor clearing out the
Oh.
second.
Nice.
We
Okay.
should push them all into the building, and I will explode the generator.
Once we're out, yes, that'd be good.
That's why I said push all the bad guys in. And then run away!
Did you say that out loud or just over the communications?
The communications, 'cause I can't, I don't think I'm close enough for the Sumerians to hear, am I?
The Sumerians could hear you if you put something on your speakers.
I don't want the other guys to hear, though.
Okay.
So yeah, just over the comm.
The Sumerians seem to be maintaining a suppressing fire on a lot of it, and
Yeah.
one or two of them seems to be pulling their wounded and their dead over onto the back of mounts. One of the mounts that had been killed, you see, just turn this, like, one of the Sumerians says a prayer, or looks like they say a prayer, and the entire mount just turns this brilliant phosphorescent white
So cool.
and is reduced to a weird kind of slag ash.
That crap is so cool.
Now, those of you who know magic happened there.
Mhm.
And
Wait, there was no magic that happened there, or
there was no magic there.
okay?
Those of you who can see when magic is being cast, like I know Iola can. If
Mhm.
one of you saw through the window that happening, you would not seen any magic happening. And Jovra continues making her way through the first floor, comes up to the Hawkman. Now between Jovra coming from one side and Iola and the Fairy Knight and the
Posse.
and the Wolfen, this guy he's tough. He gets a couple of good hits in before he goes down, but he's not going to survive this.
Get everybody out.
So yeah, as you all pretty much clear the building, as Hawkins moves his way down and Jovra moves her way through, and you get everyone out pretty easily.
Once everybody's out, and I tell the Sumerians to step away, like back away from the building.
Why?
We're gonna blow it up.
There's no one left.
Yeah, well, they use it as a waypoint for slavery, so we're gonna blow it up.
I'm gonna start heating
Acceptable.
up the thing.
And you hear a call go out, which sounds a little bit like a modem coming from the leader, and all the Sumerians back away from the building to like a 200 foot radius.
Mhm.
They're all still pointing their railguns at it.
Mhm. I'll blow that sucker up.
All right, so you overload the generator, you overload the boiler. There's a weird kind of shaking and rumbling explosion. The Horun, as they die, as the Horun die, most of their technology starts to fade and turn wispy. There are a couple of things left behind, but you don't pick them up. Let's say Harkins sees a weird gun as he is moving through. I will get to that when we come back from a break. And he sees a weird gun and just bends down and grabs it. Looks like a weird Uzi. I'll describe it more when we come back. And so the entire building starts to shake and rumble as the generator overloads. A small explosion catches the boiler, which had enough weird chemicals still in it to cause a kind of bluish fire that just erupts throughout the course of the mega damaged concrete and starts melting in on itself.
That's cool.
The Sumerians say, "You fought well."
Thank you. You all. Is this the leader?
Yes.
Hi.
And with that, we're going to go to break.
We'll be right back after these messages from our amazing sponsors. Thank you. Bye. Thanks so much for hanging out with us today. If you get a second during break, you should check out one of our amazing sponsors. We're now proudly sponsored by Roll20, the best virtual tabletop for all your role-playing needs. Over 4 million people use Roll20's virtual tabletop to power their favorite games. And with more modules than you can shake a stick at on their new revamped storefront, you'll definitely find something for your group to enjoy. Sign up today by clicking the link below or heading to roll20.net/start/WTTP. Tabletop Loot is an amazing place to get your dice bags, dice boxes, and more. And now you can get 15% off your purchase at tabletoploot.com by using the code WTTPDICE at checkout. Tabletop Loot. Your party starts here. While you're at it, check out our so awesome merch store, So Nerdware. So Nerdware is the place to find all your Welcome to the Party merch and other amazing stuff too. Head on over to sonerdware.com and use the code WELCOME at checkout to get 10% off your next purchase. So Nerdware. It's what the nerds wear. Devin Rue, the amazing mistress of maps, has kindly supported the channel since the beginning and provides graphics for many of our streams. Head on over to rueinc.com to check out some of the best fantasy cartography on the web. Our Patreon supports the creators and producers of the channel by providing Roll20 subscriptions, cost coverage for video hosting, and more. If you want to support the channel while getting podcasts a week early, gaming articles that are published on Patreon first, a shout out during our break, and more, head on over to patreon.com/welcomepartyrpg and throw us a $1 or $5. And last, but certainly not least, help out the party. Subs and bits not only support the stream, but also every 500 bits or a tier 1 sub gives a player or DM of your choice a reroll or system equivalent, and every 1000 bits or tier 2 sub gives a player or DM of your choice a crit or system equivalent. Thanks again for hanging out with us today. The game will be back in just a few minutes.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
everybody, and welcome back.
Hi.
Our group of intrepid adventurers had left the town of Char, headed towards Atlanta, when they had run across a squad of Shimerian warrior women blasting away at a building, which they then found out was holding slavers who had several different people hostage, or several different people in cages, which the group then freed and destroyed the building. They found a weird gun on one of the Horoon pirates, and a lot of the Horoon's strange weaponry is still there, but the gigantic... So yes, as you look, you had knocked out a giant 18-foot tall shark monster covered in metal and plating. As parts of it start to fade away, it leaves behind like bits of an actual shark. Yeah.
Huh.
Let's see. Yeah, you didn't loot too many weapons from the Horoon. You just grabbed one on your way past.
Yeah.
And then you decided to blow up the building.
Because
Meaning
why not?
anything else in there was unsalvageable.
Oh,
And you had come to talk to the warrior woman. Do you want to look at the weapon real quick? Just get that out of the way before we forget.
Yeah.
All right, the weapon is an M116 assault rifle. It says it has the words U.S. Navy on it, or U.S. Marines.
What's a us Marine?
Would I know?
Yes, the U.S. Marines are a branch of the military.
I am entertained by how you pronounce the word, but it is U.S. military. It is a weapon from should I say history?
It is a style of weapon, but it looks to be not that old. If you had to guess, this thing was manufactured maybe 5 years ago.
May I see it for a moment? I'll put up my hand,
Yeah.
and then I'll just like
Oh,
inspect
did
it and
I
whatnot.
throw that in the? I threw that in the wrong chat. Didn't
Yeah, I do not have any information on that weapon. Great voice in the sky.
Whoops, wrong chat.
I am intrigued by the fact that this looks like it was made recently, but this style is an old style. And I'll go ahead and hand it back.
Right. And it's a automatic
Yeah.
weapon?
It is basically an AR. Laser.
Spoiler.
It is a laser weapon. I have
Oh,
now
I see.
thrown it
It's an
successfully.
M16 that looks like a laser rifle.
Yeah.
All right.
And it fires quite a few.
Yes.
It's an effective weapon.
Holy shit.
It has been modified quite
You know-
nicely.
It's almost as good as my...
Jack would probably really like that. I'm just saying.
Which is why he's keeping it.
Yeah, but Jack has proven himself regularly irresponsible with all sorts of things, and this is a
I
very
feel
powerful
like-
weapon.
I know, but I feel like you have powerful weapons.
I do.
I
I'm
don't
never going
need
to use
it.
it. I just think we should
Jover
sell
doesn't
it.
need it. I feel like we should give him the chance if he wants it.
Hey, Jack. No? All right. Okay, cool.
No, you didn't ask him. He's not here.
Yeah. He goes, yeah, just throw it on the bike. I'll look at it later. I'm just going to
Alright.
ogle these warrior women for a bit.
I know, right?
The warrior women are quite beautiful. They have different range of skin tones. They're all very Amazonian in appearance.
Oh, hi.
And
They
just
are-
Jack's headset, I have Bellinate playing.
I do not know what that is.
It's the one from Lady and Tramp.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
This is
Jover
the
would-
night. Yeah.
Jover would kind of recognize that because her
Well,
grandmother.
they're Amazonian in the way that a teen boy would think Amazonian means, not in the
Ah.
same way that Amazon from the Amazons
Oh, I
would
see.
mean. This clearly, they have like a bit of tentacles in there among their beautiful, luscious hair. They have Alan Davis hair for the maybe one person that gets that reference. It is very swooping, very beautiful, and they regard you and they go, "You fought bravely. You fought well."
It was an honor to fight beside you.
It was quite the honor to fight beside you. My name is Hawkins. What is yours?
I am Jingra
That is a name.
It is
of the
not
Zemnis tribe.
Are you from around here?
You are in our lands.
Right. So you are from around here.
Real smooth. Real smooth.
Do you need aid with your wounded
No.
to go back to your encampment? Or
No.
And then just Harkin hears, "Do you need aid in your vocabulary? You seem to have lost your words."
Why are you talking to me in my helmet?
I figured you may be
Shut up.
embarrassed.
Shut up, Hilo. Shut up. Shut up, Hilo.
You can see they load.
Shut up, Hilo.
They load any of their stray the weapons of their fallen, onto one of the mules. Any of their fallen onto their pack beast or their war mounts, which kind of snarl and sniff.
I would offer to cook a mean shark steak for dinner, but apparently it's drifted away into nothing.
The shark's still there.
Oh, I thought it drifted away into nothing.
There's still bits of shark left,
Oh, are they?
like
Oh.
all the parts of the shark that were enhanced
Oh, drifted away to nothing.
because the dream ended.
Oh, right. Well, would anybody like a shark steak? I cook a mean steak.
They say, "Be well, travelers,"
Oh, what?
and they start to turn.
Well, all right. That was abrupt.
You should be more aggressive if you would like to gain their affections.
I'm not. No, thank you.
Have you seen
That's
the
all
way
right.
they dress? It will 100% work.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm not that kind of cowboy.
They start disappearing into the woods.
Oh well, that
No,
would have been entertaining.
Yeah.
I've not been paying attention to any of this because I'm paying attention to someone who looks like me.
Yeah.
And dogs that speak wolf people that speak Latin.
Oh, I can language. I
Yeah,
can
you can
language. I can language.
One of you knows Latin.
Is it possible that I do like a translator device where I hear it, but everybody else I translate it in their headsets as the English or common
Yes.
tongue?
It will just take a lot of concentration, and you couldn't do it during a battle.
Woof,
Yeah.
woof, 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 woof,
Okay.
woof, woof.
No, they
No
speak
kidding.
very well. Like, their Latin is very clear. They are taking
Beautiful.
time to speak a little more slowly. You can tell that when they're among their own, they speak it a little more gruffly, but they are used to speaking to humans.
Sublogaclium.
Yeah, because they can't make as many. But it is very clearly derived from Latin.
Ding! You made a friend.
The fairy knight thanks you immensely for freeing him, and said, my people are never taken captive long. Either we are freed or we choose to end it ourselves.
Who are you?
Your wings are very striking.
Thank you.
I
but
am Eloy of the Fairy Knights.
I've never seen anybody that looks like me.
The fact that you look similar to one of me, but I do not know you, is confusing.
Yeah.
Your wing patterns are distinctive and remind me of Lord Shine.
Who is Lord Shine?
Lord Shine is one of the most mighty of the Fairy Knights. We fight the slavers. We free the fairies when they come and take us. We wage our entire lives of war against only the slavers. We will help any, from Puck to Sprite.
Where is he? They? Don't know.
Lord Sprite is been gone for a while. We are extremely rare, even amongst the fairies. I only know of our own territory. We don't know any other fairies like us. And we survive mainly in the dinosaur swamp. What is called the dinosaur swamp, yes. And he's speaking all of this in fairy.
Mm-hmm.
He says, Lord Sprite, he was one of the mightiest of us, and pursued prey through a series of gateways, and none have heard from him in an amount of time. Roughly
long?
5 years? Actually, longer. Time is strange for mortals. I'd say about 20, maybe? 2 decades. 2 decades seems yes. Possibly longer.
Thank you. Where do you reside?
We live mostly among other fairies in this area, but wherever there is magic, you can find us. Or wherever there is magic, we can go. But mainly we stick to this area. It's the enslavement and horrific practices of the Splugorth and their minions that we fight.
I wanted to find you again.
Technology is strange to us. I don't care for it personally. There are many spells of communication. One creates a magic butterfly. Should you have need of me? Do you know the spell Magic Pigeon? He teaches you a very brief incantation that creates a tiny magic butterfly that functions as the spell Magic Pigeon.
Okay.
Magic Pigeon is a great spell.
Yes, it is.
Ugh. Let me find my... I forget what level it is, and of course everything is listed weirdly. Magic Pigeon level 6. Okay.
Yeah, it's on page 113.
Thank you.
Jover has it. So.
Of a different book. Sorry. I'm in the core book.
Oh, Books of Magic 113.
Yeah. So Magic Pigeon creates... through means of a special incantation, the spellcaster is able to create a magic facsimile of a pigeon. For you, it's a butterfly with your wing pattern. You must know the general location of the recipient of the message and a specific person or two to receive the message. So he tells you specific enough location. He indicates a fairy mound where someone will generally be found in roughly this area, where he can get word to others should he need. The magic pigeon or magic butterfly needs no food and rest and can fly 720 miles an hour or 720 miles a day.
Merry
Ow.
Christmas and a Happy New Year.
So, like, if you need help, you can send this and be like, dude, I need help right here.
Unfortunately, well, only a dispel magic spell can destroy the pigeon.
Is it a one-time thing or?
No, he teaches you the spell.
Nice.
Sweet. I've been taught.
Duration 2 months per level of the spellcaster. So, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Fair.
That's decent though.
There's always
Decent.
rumors that someone can like detain a magic pigeon or alter the message, but it is almost unheard of. And yours being a magic butterfly would be... They'd have to know exactly what they were looking for.
Nope, not going to say that portmanteau.
It's on the tip of your tongue. You know you want to.
No,
Do
now
the
you have
thing.
to, because
Yeah,
now...
because we all want to know what it is.
No, it's terrible, and I don't want to say it out loud because the minute no,
Mutterfly?
no.
I mean, that's a good one, because it could speak very low. But yeah. I'm going to go with
I was gonna
Mutterfly.
say,
My
I'm
brain,
gonna
so my brain can
I'm
move
gonna
on.
put it in Rift chat,
Yeah.
and you tell me if it's okay. I'll put it in
Yeah,
our
you're-
Discord.
You're freaking breaking. I can see it. You want to. It's right there.
Yeah, well,
We're all just watching the chat.
Yep.
Oh,
Right? Like, that's
yes.
why I didn't want to say it out loud.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
like
no,
magic
everybody's
butterfly,
frozen.
but with an F.
Yep.
Yeah,
You guys
All right,
hear
there we
me?
go.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, everybody's frozen. Oh no, I'm having jack
No,
issues.
we can see you. We can see
We
you
can
and
see
hear
you.
you.
We can hear you.
We can see you and hear you.
Okay.
We can see you
Then
and hear you.
I'll just wait for it
Yeah.
to stop freezing on me.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
bad. It's bad. Okay. Moving on.
So, this is you. The Fairy Knights are a band of powerful and dedicated warriors who fight against the evils. And wherever Lord Sunshine or Lord Shine is, we know that he is defending the innocent and maintaining freedoms. That day in a cage was the longest day of my life.
That's over dramatic. Never.
And
Fairies do not like to be captive. It's a thing.
they also,
Um,
time is relative to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
I'm glad I was close enough to hear.
My prayers were to Lord Shine. I figured none would hear.
Dun, dun,
But-
dun.
The fortune is mine for having met you. What are you called? I can't hear you for some reason.
My name is Iola
It's a
because my
sigh.
mic hates me.
You have to sigh.
Iola. A beautiful, wondrous name. Yes.
It's Fabio.
Would I tell the others of you? Or would you have your heroism remain a mystery?
A mystery is fine. If you wish to tell them you saw someone somewhat like them, that would be fine.
We are rare enough that it is news to see someone not part of the network. We coordinate ourselves quite well as to hunt the slavers and other who endanger the fairies.
Good. If you have need of me, I will come.
Lady Iola, should my butterflies find you, they will find you wherever you need to be found. You are always welcome among the Fairy Knights. Though your training is different. Your magic is strange. And I do not mean this as an insult, but weak.
Yeah, that'd be the human side of me.
Strange. Lord Shine was always more interested in humans than the rest of us.
That does not surprise me at this moment.
Well, my lady, I must be off.
Yes. of
Somewhere,
course.
a sprite is being sprung upon.
Oh my god.
Somewhere, a puck is being peeped at.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Somewhere a brownie is being beheld. I must go.
Oh, it was nice to meet you.
They lean down and like give you a very like a nod with the foot forward kind of bow.
I'll
And
return
they
it.
holds their tiny crystal sword up to their face and flies off. Now, when you did see them use that crystal sword, it hit like Jovra hitting with an axe.
God, I want one of those so bad. Anyway,
The things.
am I that dramatic, Jovra? Harkins?
No. No.
Okay, thanks.
No.
I worried
That-
for a minute because that was really dramatic.
That was hyper dramatic. He also wanted to do you. I would like to put that into quotation
I
marks.
don't think that's true.
Unless y'all have like some hypersexual language that I don't understand. That felt like,
Well, do you speak fairy?
oh no, but we just got asked if we
think-
understood.
yeah.
No, that's fair. It seemed like from my
Jovra
unfair.
would have gotten like parts of it.
Yeah, because Jovra knows a little bit of it.
Oh, never mind. I'm
think-
gonna shut up.
I think he was just astonished
Well,
to
I
find.
mean, Harkins saw the conversation happen.
Yeah, I mean, like Harkins can
Yeah.
infer whatever.
The
One
body
from that.
language seemed pumptastic.
That's possible, except that he knew my dad, so that'd be weird.
Oh, who is your dad?
you know who your father is?
I think, the leader of the Fairy Knights.
What is a Fahrenheit?
Well, according to Aloy, is it Aloy or Aloy?
Aloy.
Aloy. According to Aloy, they protect the fairies from slavers.
It's a noble cause.
I think so.
Sure.
But he went chasing after something through several rifts and disappeared about 20 years ago.
Uh-oh, we just lost
Uh-oh.
someone.
We lost
And
someone.
we've gone crazy.
Goodbye, hello.
Goodbye. You say goodbye.
Say goodbye.
And I say hello. Hello, hello.
Don't go past 7 seconds, they'll sue.
Oh, truth.
I'm just,
Don't know why you say goodbye. Say hello. Let's see if she comes back on real quick before we go about futzing with the cameras. I'll just do this. All right. So if Michelle, if you lean to your right as well,
Nope,
we'll
other
all be
way.
in cameras, and it'll be great. I
So
said
I'm
you're,
fine?
You're right, or your left, whichever. I mean, dealer's choice. Honestly, no, go to your left. Go to your left. And yeah, you're
other-
pretty much all right there. Yeah. A little bit more. A little bit more. There you go. And a little bit more. A little bit more. No, other way. No, left. Your left, not my left. No, your left.
Michelle's like, I don't know which way my left is. Jeez.
Or your right. I don't know. Stage left. Stage left.
That way or that way?
I away from the microphone. How about that?
Okay, there we go. That's better.
There you go. And now we're all in camera. There we are.
yeah.
Okay.
So about 20 years ago, that's telling.
Wait,
He had the same pattern as me on my wings, I guess.
is that a thing? Is that how you know you're related?
Sure sounded like it.
So I'm confused. Are you inferring that this gentleman is your father because you have the same wings, or do you know that this person is your father? And we're back.
The question is, do I know for sure? Nope.
All right. I'm just wondering.
Can I infer? Yeah.
All right. And how does that make you feel?
Are you okay, Harkins?
No, I'm not.
Why are you asking me about my feelings?
Um,
That's some of his own.
It doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. Never
No,
mind.
no. Are you
we're
no?
fine.
Are you okay? No. What's going
No,
on?
We're good. You know.
Do you need a hug?
No, I'm fine. Thank you very kindly. Shall we get back on the road then?
Do you know how your mother could have met your father?
And the physics of someone that small.
They're 4 feet tall. It's not like they're that small.
Oh, all right. Never mind.
He was 4 feet, right? You told me he was like 4 feet tall, right?
Around the same. Well, that's
Same
what
height as me. I'm about 3 something.
Aloy was 3 to 4 feet tall. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's not like this big and human size.
So do you have an idea of how they could have met? Or
I just didn't know there was anyone else that looked like me. They've always been tiny.
This is the largest fairy any of you had ever seen outside of a puck, who are terrible. If you've ever seen a puck, it's probably gone badly.
They ain't good.
They're the worst.
Or the only one was the one that we kind of semi-hired / befriended to kill some people or cause
we
a lot
didn't
of
really. We just
mischief.
sent. Yeah, we just sent the fairies to send
never
them after
saw
them. We didn't
them,
even see that.
yeah.
You just pointed them in a direction.
Yeah, just like
Go
have
play
fun.
with
Go
them.
that one.
Yeah, that demon over there.
Yeah, have fun.
Or devil. I don't remember. But yeah.
I don't know, and I may never know. He could be
How could you-
somewhere, or he could be dead.
Now, remembering back, the spirit wolf had mentioned something about something named Siron. And that was, he said your mother had not mentioned the father a ton, but had mentioned
Is that
something
like
about.
a place, or? Do I
It's
have
not a
any
thing
idea?
you have heard of.
Okay, Searon.
Seeron.
Okay.
But yeah.
But yeah, let's go.
All right.
The Wolfen salute you and bid you farewell.
Salute,
those who
Thomas.
speak.
I don't actually speak, but I speak Latin. Sorry.
Yeah. Those who can understand them, which is basically hello.
I've been interpreting.
Yeah,
So
they
that's
say
really
that they
interesting.
they are thankful for your assistance. It's difficult for them to trust humans, but this is a different world that they have found themselves in. The Western Empire. Back home, the Western Empire of humans was a horrific warmongering people. But the humans here are much more diverse.
They'd be
Yeah,
able
we
to
have-
make it home.
Most of our tribe has been killed since coming here. We do not know how to get back to our world. But we will find a way to Palladium.
Right, because they're
Yeah.
okay. Yep. All
Yeah,
right.
roll,
No. Yeah. I know what they.
Jover
Sean
can
knows
roll a
what they are.
dimensional.
Yeah.
If you figure out a way to transcend time, let me know. I am interested in the study.
you wanted me to roll something?
Yes, give me a lore dimensions.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, shit.
Well, I'm sorry, I should be looking at the.
Hey,
You
rolled a
rolled a 4. You've heard of the world of Palladium. Palladium is the setting for the Palladium fantasy role-playing game. These people are called Wolfen. They are an honorable but often feared people who own a large part of the northern wilderness. They have several subtypes, including what you thought might have been a dog boy is actually called a Kyle, and they tend to be trackers and scouts for the Wolfen. The Wolfen have a semi-Roman society. You also know that there are Wolfen in space, including the Wolfen Quaria, who are basically
Wolfen
cyborg
in
wolf
space.
space marshals.
They're so
Oh
awesome.
my god, that's
They're
amazing.
so cool.
Okay,
They are
that's
the
my next
coolest.
character. That's my next character. Let's be real.
I showed them to like 3 people, and they're like, "Oh, that's awesome!" And
Yeah.
like, "You want to play one?" And they're like, "Eh."
No, that would be so cool to play a wolf, space wolf. Fuck yeah. I'm
I
sorry.
feel like what's happening during this game is just the next 17 years of our Rifts campaign is just picking all the characters that we had to fight against.
Would I know how to help them get home?
You know that the people at Palladium is also the same place that Lord Kawake came from. I believe. I could be wrong. There might be some shenanigans there, but I believe he's from Palladium as well. Sending them to the Legion, they are used to, like, the Wolfen function in Legion armies. They are shield and spear warriors, very Roman. Sending them to the Legion seems like a good idea. These are people that kind of they live well with nature, but also dwell in structure very well, like regimentation. Generally, they're all, any member of any given species is wildly different from the next, but the word about them is that they are warriors, and their mages are smart and often allied with elves. And you do know that there are a couple Palladium elves at Castle Refuge.
You direct them that way. so
Yeah,
they can find it.
I will tell them I am familiar with who you are, and I unfortunately cannot help you home, but I know of a place that will welcome you and you will thrive. And I will tell them about the Legion and like
They
would
seem
you-
very receptive to it. Now, here's the thing. Can you actually open portals to specific dimensions that you know? I don't
I
know
can
if you
find-
can or not.
I can find portals. And so
Um,
if she's can open them or whatnot, we can tag team it.
Well, it's super expensive and is a whole thing.
Let's see here. I have Rift teleportation.
I think that's
All
just
right.
you. Well, it'd be one of your spells. Don't worry about it then.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
it's also extremely expensive, and basically you'd have to wait for a solstice or
yeah, big ley line and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
So what I can do is like give them directions, and then I will I would ask, are you definitely going to go?
yes. Our tribe was doing pretty well in these lizard beast lands. But the tribe is mostly dead now.
And what I will do is I will create my own magic pigeon and tell them like to expect this group and to welcome them. And basically, Jovra is vouching for them.
Gotcha. All right, good work. Yes, these they tell you I need Roman names. What are good Roman names? Sean?
Gaius, Octavian, Tiberius, Julius Brutus.
Well, one of them.
Fabius.
One of them is
That's
Septus.
not, that would be Greek. And then all the numbers, right? So like Duonomus, like
Can you please call one of them
Trimegistus,
Sextimus just because it makes me happy
Sextimus.
and it reminds me of
yeah,
All right, Sextimus.
Cortinarius,
Stardust?
Sextimus should
Sextimus-
have been the fairy
Octavius.
guy.
Septimus.
Sextimus and Cortania.
Nice.
Is there a way to like the gendered nouns
So
in line?
here's the what are you looking for? Female names?
Yeah, just one.
They're technically, if you want to be historically accurate, they're all numbers, and they're all numbers, and then the name of their family. So it'd be like
Roman.
Julia Seximus, and it would just be like, I'm the 6th Julii woman to be born to this woman, right? They didn't have, the Romans didn't give their women names other than a number, and
That's sad.
If you want to be accurate, I'm not saying we should.
No.
That's bullshit.
Well, this one is called Cortania anyway.
Yeah, that's fine. Drusilla.
It kind of sounds cool.
It's a good one. Yeah, Cortania is pretty great. You can feminize anything with an IA on it, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, they are. Oh, knowing Palladium and now being on Earth and hearing about what is called Roman culture, you think there was some Atlanteans were kind of Greek too. The original Atlanteans were kind of Greek-Roman, and it's pretty clear to you that Atlanteans probably had some influence in early Wolfen culture. So, yeah. But you might be reading into that, and they might have had access with Earth Roman culture. You don't know their history super well.
Okay.
But yeah. Let's see. And there were 2 humans there who've kind of just like fucked off back to the woods. They looked like barbarian tribes people. But they didn't seem to be too friendly.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. So you continue making your way towards the ruins of Atlanta. You're gonna take a night to rest.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be. Merlin says, "Well, I guess we should probably rest up a bit. We know we're gonna find something in Atlanta, right? So probably want to go in that a little fresh."
That is good advice.
Augusta, Athens. There's Atlanta. All right.
I don't know where my pencil.
So yeah, you guys kind of head near the ruins of Athens. It takes about another day to get to the ruins of Athens, and then you camp out for a bit. It's a quiet night. You seem to be in a pretty well defended area. The ley lines in this area are pretty strong. I'm trying to remember where the spiritual mound is. Because around here, there's a Native American ground that is extremely potently magically powerful. But I think it's Okamungi, the name of it.
Would it be rude then to wingboard on the spiritual mound? I don't want to
On
be
the
rude.
spiritual mound, yes. But the ley lines around here, that'd be fine.
Okay. Yeah,
Just
I'm gonna
don't
do
like
that.
land on the mound.
I'm gonna see if I can teach my birds some new tricks while we
Okmulgee Mound.
wingboard.
Where are they exactly? Okay, don't tell me.
Well,
Great.
I won't.
Thanks. Maybe Google will know.
Google knows nothing. Dun dun dun. Unpopular opinion.
There we go. Hot take. All right. So, where are you? Okay. Near Macon, which is zoom out a million times. In a whole other state. Yeah, whole other way. Well,
Macon, Georgia? What?
yeah,
That's
it's
like
near Macon, Georgia. Wait, how far is that from Atlanta? I've lost Atlanta.
far.
now.
Super
Actually,
far.
it's south of Atlanta.
Yeah.
This is about.
It's near Mississippi, I think. Well, it's near the Panhandle, isn't it?
This is only about 40 miles south of Atlanta.
Oh, well, never mind. I was wrong. Shut up.
Well, I'm sure this Macon appears to be much smaller. East
We
Macon
still love you.
than Macon. I don't know. Yeah. So Merlin is familiar with it, and he says we can go there and talk to them if you'd like. They have a bunch of a couple of the shaman there know a lot about rifts, but I don't know much. And as he says that, coming out of the darkness is a woman in black armor with a giant sword with a red heart in it.
That's Charla.
It's Charla, the warrior. It sounds like, yeah, don't go there.
Well, thanks, Charla.
That'll make me do things. I don't want to do things.
What would it make you do?
Keep you from going in any time holes?
I would like to not go in any more time holes.
How did you find us?
What do you mean find you? I just know where you are.
Yeah, you understand how that's a little disconcerting to us, don't you?
I
Well,
think
it's
she's
what I'm
got a
paid to
ping
do.
on you.
Yeah. Fine. What do you want?
I don't know, I was kind of bored.
Really? You just showed up because you were bored?
Yeah, I mean, this isn't the most exciting job. I got paid well enough that I'm gonna do it, but like,
I will. I swear.
I mean,
to
it's fun
God.
watching you blow shit up, but you don't need me to help you.
No.
Who is this person again?
You
This is
may join
Charlotte.
in the
She is a
fight.
mystic knight.
Yeah.
Don't
You
remember.
may join in the fight, but that would be doing something.
Yeah, and you're not gonna pay me to do it, so I'm
Well,
not gonna do
Well-
it.
Well, if you're paid to keep us safe,
No, I'm paid to watch you. I'm not paid to keep you safe. I'm not paid to keep you safe.
you're paid to keep him safe.
Kind of. We're just paid to keep him very specifically hidden.
no, that's all right. Are you going to do anything while you're here? You're just going to hang out and just be a nuisance.
I figured I want to play cards.
If you would like, I have an extensive amount of corp in the vehicle. If you would like to indulge.
I'm sorry, did you say cork?
Corp.
Oh, gorp, right. Yeah, it's gross. Don't eat it.
Good.
It's actually super good.
It is very good. She says, well, yeah.
What is your deal? You just show up for no reason and you'd be like, hey.
Well, you mentioned going to the mounds, and I figured I'd tell you not to.
So you've been listening in the whole time.
Not the whole time, just pop in every now and then. Anytime. Well, see, here's the thing.
Yeah.
So, give me some gorp, please.
Don't give her any gorp.
I'd give her.
All right, then I won't tell you the story.
I'm
I
Fine,
I'm
just
in
give
the
us some
vehicle.
damn-
Is everybody in the vehicle now?
I figured you guys were like outside the
Yeah,
vehicle.
we're
we're
just
outside.
outside talking.
Oh, I
Yeah.
just stay in the vehicle as much as I can. I like
staying with Harmony.
yes. And
I
just my
give-
friends. I just feel more comfortable in vehicles than out in
The open.
outside. The graphics
I-
aren't that great.
I give our guest some gorp.
Don't give him the good gorp.
Oh, I have plenty of gorp. So I've got a variety of the gorps that this man has picked in the gorp fields.
She starts pulling out like a pair of knitting needles. And so you give Charlotte some of the gorp.
Yes.
I am desperate to find these gorp fields, by the way. This is a side quest that I would love to
Yeah.
go. Quest for the gorp fields.
He will never tell.
I will never tell you where the gorp fields are. Not over my dead body.
She says, well, so I'm part of a group called the Mystic Knights. We're kind of amazingly awesome and awful. So, some of us broke off a while ago. They were like, ooh, there's this big bad force. You gotta follow it. Ooh, all of us should join up. It's called the Corruptor. It's perfectly cool and awesome and won't take over your mind or stuff. And I was like, nah, it's called the Corruptor.
All right.
But then I started, so me and a bunch of my friends, we started looking into other cool things now that we found out that that was a possibility. And we found someone willing to teach us some time stuff. So,
And
like,
who was that?
what do you mean? Who was that?
You said you went.
Who
and
taught us
found-
some time stuff?
Yes.
Have you heard of the Prometheans?
I don't know, Kevin. Have
roll,
we?
Actually, roll a lore dimensions. You would have. Roll a lore dimension. You get a plus 10 on this.
Time, stop, time, stop, time, stop.
Lord Dimensions.
Okay, no,
Oh, nice.
29.
There you go.
So the Prometheans rule a place called Phase World, which is an interdimensional nexus.
Phase World!
Stage 1 Prometheans are people that you can talk to. Stage 2 Prometheans are nigh unto unknowable gods.
So, you know, there's a power differential.
Yeah. but stage, let's see, an entire Splugorth Empire
Wait, she's
once
a mystic
attacked...
knight? Like,
Yeah.
from Phase World.
No, she's not a Cosmo Knight. You're thinking
Oh, a
Cosmo
Cosmo
Knights.
Knight. My bad. Yeah.
An entire like
So many
Splugorth
knights.
Empire threw itself at Phase World and was just devastated by a team of Prometheans. I believe they phased the planet out of existence to avoid basically all of the trouble they would have had with invading starships and just wiped them from existence. Prometheans are a big deal. They are masters of what is called phase magic. They also some of them also dabble in time magic. They are big, like if you've ever seen the character Bedrock from Youngblood, the comic book, they tend to look a lot like that. They have kind of a stony, kind of plain face. It's well, you wouldn't understand.
You got the attention of a Promethean.
Yeah. Stage 1 Promethean. I mean, it wasn't stage 2.
How?
Wait. Before it's a big multiverse out there. Why don't you tell the rest of us what a Promethean is?
Oh, Prometheans are masters of time and phase magic, and they rule a place called Phase World, which is awesome. And you can find anything there.
Well, I kind of want to go there now.
It
You
may
can't go
be
there.
part of our
Why?
mission.
Because someone might see you.
God, what? Who
It's
is
a big
it I
place.
have? Who is it? Seriously, who do I have to kill to stop all this?
Demarge.
All right, it's gonna happen after we do a Love's thing, which is gonna get with fucking murder. We should probably
but you
do
don't know
Jack's
how
thing
yet.
first. I don't know how yet, but the only way to find out is in the doing.
It's in the doing now.
I don't. All right.
This is your plan, cowboy.
God damn it. All right.
Don't you love those plans that you don't remember you
I
planned?
have no. The two halves of my essential whole have been returned to me, and yet there are still holes in my memory that I do not know the answer to, which is ungodly frustrating.
That's assuming you were two halves.
Oh, sure. There's probably. You think there's more of me out there somewhere?
You've had at least 3 lives.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well, one of
Was
them
the
was kind of
second-
short.
Was the second one like a guy in a trucker hat that we met before?
Yes, that is the one we met before.
I
That is
do
the
not
one
know.
Sarsic
Right,
remembers.
Charla, since we've met you.
He was headed for a bad end in a very noticeable way that would have dissolved some things. So we did an emergency reset.
I hate me so much.
Well, that was your brother, but yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
All right.
He's a real peach.
Yeah.
My favorite mind bleeder.
Yeah. He's great. He's great. He's great. Anyways,
Yep.
I feel like we should all just hit the sack and get ready to head on to Atlanta in the morning. You are absolutely welcome to come with us.
Is there any more to your story?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. So, sorry. So yeah, we were like, screw those corrupt guys. That's weird. And there's some like
Alright.
shadow princes or something. And I didn't want any part of that crap. And then there was a whole bunch of things in Jerusalem, but that's a whole nother story. You have to pay me quite a bit to tell you. But there's a, so me and a couple of my buddies, we kind of specialized in a little bit of temporal spells. So the way I tend to know things is I'm a clairvoyant. There are all kinds of clairvoyants out there, but some of them are called the Gray Seers. I'm not a Gray Seer, but the Gray Seers are basically mystics that focus on that. Except I just know when to be where. Because I know.
And you know to be here right now, or did you just figure out you'd come and say hi?
I just kind of wanted to come and say hi.
Oh, all right, just checking.
Well, at least we know you are semi-fond of us.
And
I don't hate you.
fond of
I don't hate
him.
anyone that I'm paid to kill or to protect.
Swear to God, if you try and kill me again.
No one's paying me to kill you. Well, this has been fun.
Well, if you want to play cards, we can play cards.
Yeah, let's play
What games do you
cards.
know? What games do you know? I got Rummy, I got Gin,
Oh my
I've
God, let's
got
just play some
Well,
poker.
three
Can we
different
just
types
play
of
some
poker.
poker? Can we?
Aww.
Let's just play some 5-card draw. Come on, let's play some poker.
All right. And Charlotte hangs out and plays poker for a bit.
I would pull Jack aside, but we can do that later.
Yeah, if you're gonna talk to Jack, you got to talk to Jack.
Yeah.
No,
I was gonna
I'm trying to
say-
say it. I'm like, do you have a minute?
He goes, for you, always. And you go on off and talk. So I think we're gonna kind of wrap things up there with Charlotte
Yeah.
pulling out a very nice bottle of Jack Daniels, and sharing it around.
Okay.
Though she does ask that like you hand her like a handful of grass or something,
Like Wade?
like anything.
Oh.
Just like hand me something.
Like literal grass.
Yeah, just pay me. All right, thanks. And then she'll share the bottle around.
Oh, great. Thank you.
So yeah, that's where we'll leave it for the tonight. As the crickets and the lovely southern atmosphere, occasionally punctuated by the scream of some weird beast, the howl of a werewolf, or what you hope is a werewolf, and the
Man, I really hope
occasional
it's a werewolf.
dragon
Yes,
flying
like,
overhead.
You know things are bad when you hope it's a werewolf.
As we zoom out and for the day. So thank you everybody for joining us on this episode of Riffs, Blood, Dirt, and Chrome. Yeah. So my name is Ken. Let's go around and give our outros.
Oh, nice.
Starting with Jovra.
Hi, I'm Michelle Ely. You can find me on Twitter at Michelle Ely. You can also find me in the Discord. Please join our Discord. It's a wonderful place where we talk about silly stuff, serious stuff, and a lot of gay feelings. And yeah, and if you're going to PAX U, I hope to see you. And however greeting you like, fist bump, consensual hug, thumbs up, come say
Consensual
hi.
hugs are the best.
Yes.
Yeah.
Non-consensual hugs, not so much.
I think I've seen a lot of late night commercials about that.
Full hugging.
Brought by Rain. Yeah. I watch a lot of Colbert on Demand, and there's always a commercial
Fair.
of like a guy being creepy, and it's creepy. Yeah. Sorry. But
It's
yes.
late.
So yeah. Next is Iola.
Hi, I'm Kate. I go by Me and Midair on the Twitters. You can find me on the Discord, where I'm a mod now, so that's a thing.
Woohoo!
Yay.
It's cool.
Yeah.
And no, we're doing cool things. Yeah, just getting ready for next season.
Nice.
I'm so excited.
All right. Hello.
Hello. Hi guys, I am Maxine Bachman, also known as That Girl at That Place, and you can find me pretty much anywhere and everywhere under That Girl at That Place, except for Instagram, where I am Lady Skyburn. And you can also find me at PAX. I'm going to be with Weave as well as the Norse Foundry crew. And I'm also going to be going to a bunch of different meetups and whatnot. So if you come to the Welcome Party RPG meetup, then I will see you there for so many of the consensual huggings that we have been prior talking about.
That was a sentence.
Consensual huggings. And also go to Nerdy Chicken to find these amazing little owlbears that I make. And I'm super excited about them. So buy them. Okay,
They're
I'm done.
They make a great Christmas gift.
They really do, and they fit in your stocking, but it's like, hello. And they just like constantly wave as they're out of it. It's just super cute. Do the thing.
All right. Thank you very much. Oh, and do you want to tell us about your other stream?
Oh, yes. Thank you. I'm also with Thread Raiders. It's late for me. I'm also with Thread Raiders every other Sunday from 4 to 7. I think we've killed off all of the people that have been like all of our characters that we've made that are like the nervous starting stream people, and now we're like, we're a team. Let's do this. So we're really starting to get into it, and it's getting super exciting. So, and apparently I'm not a full-blooded Black Panther anymore. I'm now an actual Kitsune. I have been transformed back. That was cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So now I have to figure out how to fight with opposable thumbs.
Strange.
So weird.
Who poses with their thumbs?
I know, right?
All right. Harkins.
Hey, what's up? I'm Sean, also known as @ThrockBlades on the tweeters. I had a great time tonight. You can find me all over the place, including tomorrow on Blades in the Dark, where we are quickly coming to the conclusion of that game as we are wrapping up this season and moving into a new one at the beginning of January, which is super duper exciting. We actually have a really big announcement coming on that, but that's not for another week or so. But we're bringing 3 new games into the new season. And the first one is already recruiting, so check out the Discord. It's set in Never Never Land in D&D 5e, and it's going to be awesome. And of course, Rifts will be continuing into next season. Huzzah! We'll get to continue our story with a new friend, but I don't know. That's not my announcement to make, I don't think. I think that's probably Kevin's.
We'll finalize it first.
Yeah,
We'll get a little more.
But probably with a new friend, which will be sweet, and I'll get to rejigger the overlay, which will be fun as well. I have some new design ideas I'd like to try out. And remember to check out our sponsors and all that sort of good stuff. I put them in chat already. And yeah.
Blood and Shackles?
We are, Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, not this week. So we're going to have a really light schedule this week. I don't think we have a stream Thursday. I know we don't have a stream Friday. I think we have... I don't think we have a stream Saturday, and I know we don't have a stream Sunday, all because PAX U. But after that, we're going to be wrapping up the final few games of this season before moving into the new year with a whole new slate. Well, 3 new games and a bunch of continuing stuff, and it'll be great. And a whole new project to share with you all, which will be awesome, I think. Yeah. Anyways, on that, we're going to go rate our dear friends at Variant Roles.
Well, hold on a second.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you get to talk too.
My name is Kevin Myers.
Sorry.
We love you, Kevin.
By Sonic Kevin on the Twitters.
I got into host mode. I'm sorry.
It's cool. You can find me tomorrow on the I was going to say Emerald Nights, Blades in the Dark, Drop Point Nights. And come find me at PAX East. I'm going to be wearing my Rifts hat probably, unless it gets too damn hot to wear a hat. Thank you everyone for coming out. It was another weird and fun one. I love throwing a bunch of crazy lore at all of you. Thank you for rolling with it. And thank you for making rolls, because there's some weeks where we barely make any. And
we actually fought things tonight.
Yeah.
Yay.
It felt like an acceptable amount of time to do it, too.
Wasn't too bad.
Yeah. All right. But yeah, thank you. And so, also, our missing player is Evan Jennings, and you can find him on When We Were Evil, a campaign he runs on his own YouTube channel, I think it's Beyond EMH. And
I do believe that is correct.
Yes, I'm sure Crystal will
There's
throw
also
a link in the
Twitter.
Our resident
doobly-doo.
Our resident, super fan. We'll throw it in there.
Thank you, Crystal.
We love you.
All
there
right.
it is. Bop, boop. Beep, bop, boop.
Okay, and if you'd like, what are we gonna raid?
Oh, we're gonna raid Variant Roles.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be at PAX. So our big Welcome to the Party meetup will be at PAX Unplugged around 7:30 at the board game room on Saturday night. We're all gonna get together and play a bunch of games and just hang out and chat. We're gonna keep it simple, so you don't have to pay money. You don't have to do anything other than come and play board games. I think they have BYOB. If it's like every other board game room I've been to, they don't. No BYOB.
No, I don't think there's alcohol on the premises.
Yeah.
On the premises? Like there's not a bar in the...
No, I don't think so.
Philly. It's Pennsylvania blue laws.
Okay, so here's the thing. Give yourself one of these. This is what I do at every con. Find one of these, or even better, if you're looking to be responsible, find one of these and bring your own and enjoy yourself. And don't
But if
tell
you get
anyone.
caught, don't blame us.
I'm not a part of this conversation.
I'm just saying, have you not ever, like, who the hell goes to a con without, like, some backup booze, right? Like, when is that a thing?
So
Weird.
people.
I don't drink
okay.
alcohol.
So I'm not gonna, I don't normally
anyway.
drink alcohol, but at cons, it's a special occasion, and Sean will drink some booze. Because there's a lot of germs there, and alcohol kills germs. And that way you come back and you're all not sick from the con crowd.
No.
That's how you
That's not how it works. That's not how it works.
Oh,
You're not
But
the leader
anyway.
right now.
Fine, we're gonna go
that's
read
not how
variant
this
rules.
works.
No one likes me, and
This
everyone
is why
thinks
you're
I'm
not
a
the leader.
horrible
Bye,
degenerate,
everybody.
apparently,
Thank you so much
for,
for joining us.
for thinking that
Thank you
it's
so
fun
much
to
for joining us.
have an adult
Fine.
beverage, and you're all horrible, and I don't like you, and I love you very much, and we'll see you next week. On
Bye.
Love you, Mom.
Bye. I actually think... No, I don't think I can. All right. Now...